But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Keep it going. Some privilege in the back, blowing. Hold it down for the Bay, reppin' Oakland.
It's all a fugazi.
And you know the difference between me reading your papers now and me reading your papers 10 years ago is that now I know when I read it. 10 years ago, I didn't know when I read it.
This is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real.
Right. All right.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies.
Carrying a school bag on stage. What are you doing with a school bag on stage? You can't even read.
No, you ain't the champ. Hey, listen, don't make it embarrassing. How you gonna do that? Embarrassing. How you gonna do the champ? You go fight more than 4,000 people live. Most people in training.
40 years old carrying a school bag. The man doesn't even fucking read.
And Dad tried to teach me of my brothers. Never try to be better than someone else. Always learn from others. And never cease trying to be the best you could be. That's under your control. I coined my own definition of success, which is peace of mind, attained only through self-satisfaction and knowing you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable.
What do you both think about fear?
I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations. I'm here to live up to mine.
He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life.
Fear is a teacher.
And I don't skip class.
What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Me?
Nothing. Me?
Hanging around.
Just hanging around.
Hey now, say now.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now.
Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now.
Hey now.
Did I just nail the grail?
You just hit the grail.
Did I just nail the grail? Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now.
Okay, so to the right of me is Team USA playing in San Francisco, I believe. Exciting. Can they make it to the stage of 16? It seems like they should. It'd be an upset if they don't. At the end of the show, we'll, every month we do the wheel for the members. Thank you to the members. Shout out. I'll give you a bigger shout out later in the show. I have something planned. Tonight is a show where it's gonna, there's gonna be so much in the 2 hours, and I don't. How often do I say this? Is the mic? How do I sound? Is the mic sound? This looks wrong. What the fuck happened here? How do I sound, Frank? I don't know. I assume it good. All right, everything okay?
All systems go. Hey now.
Yeah, hey now. No, it's gonna be the kind of show where you hear things and they might not process today. It might take a while. It's not just this Eric Michael thing. It's just like 7. I don't know. There's a lot of things. So the mic is kind of bothering me. It's this way, but I don't know. So that's just what it is. Team USA going. That's exciting. Teasing some big news, and then it doubles down with more big news. This should be fun. The World Cup's been amazing. I mean, the stage of 32, this knockout round, scoring in the 90th minute, scoring in extra time, but then taking away goals. I was telling a friend that there's nothing like, World Cup soccer, shootout, penalty kicks or to win the, it happens once every 4 years in the knockout stage. I mean, it's exciting. There's nothing quite like that moment. So it's been awesome. So we'll get into Major League Profits. Eric Michael, Boston Card Hunter recently highlighted him. Highlighted him, gave him a highlight. So I'll get into a little of my thoughts on Nick. I'll get into a lot of my thoughts on Major League Profits. I want to talk, I teased yesterday, fractional player ownership. Will it ever become popular? Doubtful, but they want to get into it. Sarah Rips, hello. Mystery box shoes, they're there. It's now. It's now. It's not a year ago. It's not 5 years ago. It's now. So we'll see what they're doing. Chasing Cardboard had a 2-minute video. No clue if it's to the positive. No clue if it's to the negative. But I figure we'll watch it. fucking every day the last week we have had, if you're an NBA fan, I mean, it's better than the last week is better than the entire last year's regular season. You know, what a week. I mean, and unfortunately the regular season sucks, but the storylines out there, that's the fucking word I'm looking for. The storylines out there are better than WWE at the moment. I mean, it's insane. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. Walker Kessler delay. I was worried about the Lakers as of yesterday. The roster's so bad. I mean, that was a good pickup. They traded a lot for him. So anyways, we have Rob Veras coming on next week, Ryan from Gemrate, and then the following week, it seems like we'll have RGL and Chris Sewell. We have Fanatics Fest coming up. Neil will give us a rundown. We have the National coming up. I'm looking forward to it. Tonight, currently, you can vote Mike Ham versus Ziggy semifinals. Tomorrow or later in the show, we'll do Dave Snyder versus Blue Red. Come on, we already know the winner of the four. I didn't realize at the time, but we all know the winner here of the four. But this is fun, and thank you. I mean, you 16 people want the call-ins. They want the genuine. They want the real. They want the different takes. So big shout-out to the guys on this list. And then next week, we have the best scheduled guests midway 2026. We'll do the same thing starting next week. We'll have our championship here. I think we all already know the winner. So, just spoiler alert. And then we'll start this with, guests we've had scheduled this year, and we'll come up with the best guests so far of 2026. I also owe this guy an apology. True Poker Dealers, a million things going on. This is not, what can I say? I don't want to say that. I fucked up. I was supposed to have an off-air conversation with him on Thursday, and we decided to drive out to LA Thursday. We were going to drive out Friday, but then my grandpa passed away, and I wasn't closing. Sucks for my mom. And even she has her own feelings about it, but whatever. So we drove out Thursday, and I completely left him hanging on the meeting. Then yesterday was supposed to pop in for 10 or 15 minutes, and I had to cancel. I had 3 or 4 other people come on, and I just completely spaced it. So, big apologies. And Mark, I appreciate you a bunch. I don't think he's watching, but great caller, great insight, uses his logical side of the brain quite a bit, and huge apology. And I apologize to him in person also. I don't have the poll of the night up, but it is Ziggy versus Ham right now. Go vote. I'm not going to clip it right now. There's too many things to get to. In August, hey, Nick's here. Boston Card Hunter. I know Frank really wants to get you on the collision for the third collision. So anyways, we could talk later, but I know I told you I'd invite you, but this is in August. We'll have the hobby collision number 3. So big news. All right. So this is what you're going to, again, this isn't going to, so much you're going to hear tonight. It's just number 1, point A, topic A, 0-0, 7 minutes in the USA game. It's kind of neat seeing the crowd, and it's all USA. It's exciting. Okay. You're going to start hearing rumblings of more things that are going to change. So from what I hear, they want to wait until after the National announce all these changes. So I think you're going to, hear more new news, big news, hot news. Okay, so National to announce these changes. I'm sure more big meetings are taking place during that weekend. I mean, we saw the leaks of what happened, and, why wouldn't we think that there's more meetings that are going to take place? So I'm hearing that Fanatics breaking program is going to cut down by about a third. I think there's about 105, 108, if I'm remembering correct, in the breaker program. So there goes a third of it. Is it big? How much do we fucking care? At this point, do I fucking care? It's all going to trend this way. We can read the future. We can tell the future. I don't really fucking care. People in the industry, people that watch, it's news. I mean, it's interesting. It's definitely the people that are breaking a part of the company in the world, in the industry. It means something to them. And then we're talking, possible franchise freeze coming on the horizon for stores. What's going to happen? Who the hell knows? But again, most of this stuff is going to not sink in today, but in the future, it's going to linger and you're going to remember. So then we have this whole puzzle to figure out. I'm going to do it quickly because there's more to get to. This is something else. Topic B, section B. We're moving on. Okay, so we have a little puzzle here. So your account has been permanently banned on TikTok, this person, and he shows some, the strikes here. And this is the text message, and this is from 101 Designs, and he got this story, and he did a whole, I think he had a lawyer, and we'll get into that in a minute. But so, okay, give me a minute to explain. We won't survive if it stays banned. I'll have to lay off three employees. They're on the brink of quitting because of this. We started a backup channel and there's no traffic, no sales since the ban. So why are they banned? Why'd they get the strikes? Are you willing to sign over exclusivity to license product through Fanatics? Apparently, this lady here is the TikTok rep. Yeah. Okay, so what? Laugh out loud. That's the only way to get unbanned? Correct. As they're the IP owner called in the violation. Again, I mentioned that this is not a TikTok violation. This is from the NFL. And we go back to this screenshot sent or 101 Designs had strike 1, NFL, strike 2, NFL, strike 3. You're fucking out of here. NFL. So on the right-hand side, if I have another seller who wants to start the process of getting unblocked and on board with Relics to source Fanatics products, can you support him in this? All right, so those are the screenshots. I had some stuff I wanted to do before that, damn it. All right.
Fanatics comes in, right, after stealing everything that they did from Panini, running through the lawsuits, saying, we're going to own it all, do what you fucking want, you can't stop us. Well, then they go to these breakers, right? And this is fucking criminal. They go to these breakers, they shut their fucking accounts down on TikTok. And then they call them right after they have TikTok shut their accounts down. And I have verification from TikTok directly that the NFL has a back-end login to be able to go view the content that is on TikTok to see if they want to ban your account. And then guess what? They're back selling fucking Fanatics under wraps products instantly. Why? Because I also know that those breakers got a phone call from Fanatics saying, if you will break our products, then you can get your TikTok account back. That's fucking criminal. Right? And for you guys to sell your soul, and I'm talking to every one of you breakers breaking Fanatics right now, for you guys to sell your soul to the devil, shame on you. Shame on you. And you know you're watching.
Damn. All right. Now, I also want to say, I'm a guy reacting. I don't know. What do I'm a dude seeing all this and making and showing it. You know, I'm reacting to this stuff. This is all allegedly in my, I don't know, but it seems kind of like they have some evidence. It's going a certain way. Dude had a lawyer on. So anyways, we'll get to Eric Michaels and Nick here in a minute. Just thought I heard Frank. You know, it's a bit long. So it's 52 minutes, 1-1. I have not watched the whole 52 minutes, as you can see. But we'll give it
at all.
We're not going to watch it now. We have too much, and we want, geez, way too much.
Under fair use and also under the terms of TikTok, we file the company corporate documents.
All right, I'm going to watch this off air. I will watch it, and I'll react better to it next week. Keep it a little bit alive. So, anyways, that's topic B. What else do we have? We had the World Cup. This is not a topic. Let's take a little break. The games have been incredible. France has been one of the only teams where I think it was 0-0 at half, but then they scored 3 in the second half. I think that's what it was. So it's been one of the only games that has not been a nail biter. Paraguay, Germany scored in extra time, then it gets taken away. Paraguay ends up winning the kicks. I know we're not going to talk soccer all day, right? But the games have been incredible. Even Belgium, Senegal was excellent today. The England Congo game. So now you have England, Mexico going in the 16. Canada's in the top 16. So anyways, been a lot of fun. Tomorrow is July 2nd. And, we're all put it on in the background. You're not going to get Messi in a World Cup again. They thought it would be already over. I don't think you'll get Messi. You're not going to get Ronaldo in World Cups again. At least we don't think so. Who the hell knows with modern, medicine and technology and workouts. But tomorrow at noon, my time, this is not either of them. Why is Spain up? It should be Portugal and Argentina. Portugal's tomorrow at 4. And I don't know why the hell why did Argentina? When's Argentina play? When does Argentina play? Sorry, I thought I already had it up, so that kind of threw me off. And I kind of want to know. Don't we all want to know? Argentina plays July 3rd. So tomorrow's Portugal. Excuse me. Friday, July 3rd is Argentina. And then Saturday, enjoy your July 4th. Hopefully with the USA victory today. So moving off soccer, I found this interesting. And if this is okay, first of all, it's all interesting in itself, right? We watched it for a different reason. And then you get to the second reason. The second thing that goes to my, Look at the age group in there. And if this is their office, if this is what they have, company, this is just maybe Bleacher Breaks can support this forever. Maybe it's sustainable. Maybe it's not. I look at this shit and I'm like, bro, I know RGL still does this shit out of, shit. Sorry. I know he still does it out of his fucking, out of his basement. Chris Sewell just got his first tiny little office. What the hell's going on here? Good luck with the overhead and running this operation. Run for your father and mother, but look at this look at it. I'm on a streak here, but look at this place. I don't know. That was my thought watching it. What the hell's going on? All right. People are using flashlights to crack Nike's Kobe mystery boxes. Again, this is now. This is not months ago, years ago. This shoe game is going to come try this whole thing. So published June 28th. People are using flashlights to crack the Nike mystery box. They could tell the shoe, depending. Fans have found a way to peek inside the Kobe 4 prototype pack mystery. Shining a flashlight through the gold wrapping reveals the shoe inside. Buyers have shared clips online showing the trick in action. So there it is. And then it makes you dive deeper. Jordan mystery boxes. You'd figure maybe you see cards. Well, the first one's cards. Well, the next one's a fixed sneaker box. And another mystery shoe box, and more mystery shoe boxes. And this shoe company only had, 6 pairs, all women's shoes, a shoe mystery box. And then you Google it, and oh shit, there's, that's a thing. These mystery boxes are now. Shoes are coming in mystery boxes. Everyone's going to follow this little fad here. This guy, he ends up opening cards midway, which is hilarious. Go figure. And then he did the same thing. He bought a mystery box of shoes, the title. I bought a huge mystery box. I think I messed up. I mean, who knew? Unless we watched the 17 titles or titles. Did he mess up? Didn't he mess up? Titles or titles. So Sports Card Investigator sent me a nice message. He heard that my brother again was in the emergency room. This time they had to go to like one with Mouse is something nerve thing with, I'm going to get on a little minute tangent here, but it's something very rare. You get your big symptoms about his age in life. He knew he had it that never bothered him, and now it's extreme. So now I think he's going to have surgery next week. Hopefully, they gave him morphine to take home for pain. So I mean, it's serious. Here's the 2-minute, it's actually 3-minute. Be aware, the sports card hobby will surprise you. Chasing cardboard. How much more? And then it's the Eric Michael and Boston Card Hunter story. So I do want to watch 3 minutes of this. I'm curious. I have no clue what he says. Positive, negative, shill, not shill. But I am curious. And I haven't found, I've found him to be pretty honest in his advice or takes. So let's hear it.
So we're out here recording an episode in California this week. And I wanted to take a minute to update you on a very important episode that we recorded a few months ago with an amazing family, Mary Kate and Matt Wyatt, her 2 boys. We went out there, recorded, and told the story of their family. If you recall, Matt had cancer.
All right, this touching fucking sucks. If the video continues like this for another minute, I'm not going to make it through. I know.
And at the time was very close to the end of his road. And thankfully, we got to make it out there in time to tell their story and let you be a part of that. Was an amazing experience. Their family is incredible. Well, so for those that don't know, about a week after the episode came out, Matt passed away. Incredibly unfortunate, but he's no longer in pain and he's in a much better place than here on earth. But I wanted to
all right,
say thank you to all of you. And so
fucking sad, super sad. And yeah, it's pretty fucking sad.
Many of you who participated in just the experience and helping the Wyatt family out. And I wanted to update you on what happened with all of that. So for those who don't know, we took...
I'm going to give him a little love and credit here. And if you want to watch the last minute 50 and what happened, I don't want to steal the views. I'm going to give him, I'm going to push him some views here. Not that he needs them. And I'm very curious. So I'll watch the rest off air. That's really, that's pretty rough. That really sucks, and so yes, I was being an asshole at first, and after hearing a little longer, that's that story sucks, and not in a bad way, in a It's sad. No one deserves that. Not for families. I'm moving on because I have nothing else to say besides it gets me down and it's sad. And, all of us, I was being an asshole at first, I realize. All right. Speaking of asshole, hard to move on from that. Jesus Christ, that was rough. All right. Jeez, okay. Eric Michael. Seen his content for years. I didn't see his, I'd say 4 years ago. I don't know when this started, maybe 3, maybe 5. It was clear his mode, his medium of was Facebook. And I'd see, just like I see Arena Club now, I would see Eric Michael ad and Eric Michael ad and Eric Michael ad and Eric Michael ad. No one knew who he was, and no, it was not a big thing. And then the industry kind of go flatline. And now here we are a year later where prices are propped up, manipulated. I mean, nothing goes up like that. And at what point, if there's no consequence to it, then it only adds incentive to the guys. If you're going to sell your card, you have some big cards, well, you're going to go where you're going to get the most money. Fanatics Collect, Probstein, Golden, maybe, possibly, so it's just, anyways, in that past year, apparently Eric Michaels made a push. I don't know if he's gotten funding. I'm going to guess he has. We'll get into that in my reasoning why in a minute. Now, Boston Card Hunter. First off, huge shout out. I think this is kind of your job now, but you do a lot of work. I know from firsthand experience, doing all that work is not easy. It's, I'm going to be as brutally honest as I can here right now. It's what we're doing. And I'm also going to be kind and give my true, so anyways, and my true thoughts. So a lot of work, between what people don't see is the reaching out, the network, the talking, you see, and then just way too many shorts, of course, but that all takes work. All right. I don't know. I don't think he has a team. I think it's just him. So, and I think he's enjoying it quite a bit. It's a lot. Maybe it'll get burnt out. 0-0 21st minute USA. Okay. So kudos to all the fucking work. You had to pivot. PSA goes down. And how much can you beat the dead horse? But it's working for views. Fine. Then whatnot, you had to move on. I had how much, maybe you have a plethora of those clips, maybe not. Maybe it's time to pivot. I don't know. And now Eric Michael, and the Eric Michael, hell yes, because I really, he deserves any of the push, any of the spotlight of being shined of how shitty it is, which you start. I'm gonna go here. Now, brutally honest, I have a hard time watching Nick. I just have critical, let's get, Neo. Yeah, bro, I can't, and Nick, the cause I can get behind the, Nick's I'm number one, king of the castle. So, anyways, and maybe people could have that take of me or others, but all right. So let's get into fucking Eric Michael because it's pretty shitty.
Problem I have with Eric Michael. He sends a mass email campaign now talking about how he's dropping $600,000 on an office space. Yet on his personal page, this is
all right. It sounds like I'm listening to Batman. We're having fun. I'm not hating. I appreciate the work. It sounds like I'm listening to Batman tell me about sports cards. It's fucking hilarious, actually, now that I think about it that way.
How he's living. Just doesn't add up. Now, here's another problem I have with Eric Michael. He sends a mass email campaign now talking about how he's dropping $600,000.
I nailed it. I nailed that.
Yet on his personal page, this is how he's living. Just doesn't add up. Now, here's another problem I have with Eric.
I can't even pay attention. The Batman thing is so funny. I had not thought of that before. It's so spot on. Okay. All right. So that was supposed to be the tease. We were going to get into the Jaylen Brown trade. Incredible. Frank's a Philly fan. Frank, it feels like you got to steal. I know you got rid of a lot of picks, but boy, did you add to the now. The East is such a crapshoot. We were going to get into finite and these companies that are selling you. You could buy into athlete contracts, but let's skip that for now. And let's watch it, because this one really, when I saw this, I'm like, okay, I have to talk about this, because when it's P. Ryan months back, 7-8 months ago. This, and the thing is it just, there's a different game being played in areas. And you know, it justifies it easier when you know, oh, 7 other people are doing it that way, 27 other people are doing it that way, 112 other, you know, 7 other companies, 6 other companies. So, you know, let's get ours eat too.
I've just received leaked DMs between a student allegedly of Major League Profits and a massive consignor. And in this DM exchange, the student is asking if bidding up their own items is okay. The consignor was shocked by this and said absolutely not. And he wanted to.
Thanks for reaching out. Yeah, I actually joined a program that's teaching its students, quote unquote, to bid on their own stuff. All I don't know, this is gotten from Boston Card Hunter. I don't think anyone's making this up. It sounds right on par, right on track of what I would expect to be going on here. So students, quote unquote, to bid on their own stuff at consignment because it's a different eBay account. Let's go. I mean, come on. Now we're going to teach our students that because, hey, that's what everyone else is doing. That's how people are making the money. Am I really the bad guy because other people are doing it that way? Is he really the bad guy? Other people are doing it that way. The top's doing it that way. Come on. The auction houses don't give a fuck. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It is the first of the month. I am on a roll. All right. USA. I got to call me cringe. I don't give a shit. All right. 25 minutes, 0-0. So, and they actually promote you and your services, but I got out of the group because I see how wrong that is. Yep. And now, a little observations. Always observe. You can't. There's a lot of flaws in not being able to turn it just, and it doesn't mean I'm always right, but I'm often not wrong. 448 views on Eric, or likes. Okay. I'm not going to call out buying anything here. 447 here, 480. I just want to show a huge difference. 19. Okay. Now Pokemon TCG. Why haven't the metrics of true media of sports cards really grown? But when you look at his TCG, 5,000. That's why PSA content works, because it doesn't just hit sports cards. There's the huge TCG Pokemon market. Again, I'm just observing. I don't know shit. I was happening to look at the videos, looking for the Eric Michael ones, and I just happened to notice. And TCG, Pokemon, anyone in sports cards, those shows, the reason they're popping, the reason sports cards is what it is, the reason it can stay at the level it does, the reason all these shops can stay open is Pokemon. I'm not wrong. And other metrics outside of, I have many metrics. There's a lot of metrics. You talk to people, you hear from people, you see with your own eyes at places, you see online, you see different numbers on different things, and the numbers don't lie. 480, 5,200. And now here's the stupid site. Now, first of all, these reviews, propaganda, ShamWow. A new era in sports where passion meets profits. We help busy professionals transform their profession for sports into a fun and rewarding side income. Yay! It's all lies. I don't know that for sure, but trust me, for years and years, you could see through it. I mean, someone came on yesterday. It was an Ultimate Victory. It's like, have you seen him? Have you listened to him talk? Yes.
Major League Profits. In the last 4 years, we've helped over 2,000 people.
Look at this guy. Look at that camera. It's a sharp cam. First thing, he's got this guy's got the money. Money. And recently, has he be funded? Possibly, because we'll end with that. I want to finish with the kind of the most odd part about it. But I think he's the whole purpose was try to get funded here. It's a nice camera.
Successfully create a fun and rewarding side income buying.
Also, this is all BS. Did they really feature him? Is it really featured, or did he, somehow pay for a promotional thing or get a PR sent over there? I don't know. There's no way. There's no way. It goes back to the beginning of the show. It kind of feels like, I hate to be, picking apart little things, but this, come on. It takes anyone with half a brain.
Sports cards. Major League Profits is an online.
Why is it so low in volume?
That combines courses, community, and coaching to help busy professionals build a safe and predictable.
Don't do it. Don't think about it. Don't give it views. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't ever do it. You're not talking about a little bit more. We're going to read reviews. We're going to read the Better Business Bureau. It's not a little bit of money. It's 1,000 here, 5,000 here. Impossible to get a refund, even though he claims there's a refund. He's going to switch the refund method. It reminds me of that one who Greek Okie Love Farm, Wes Watson's type coaching. Get the fuck out of here.
Side hustle with sports cards. Now, you might be thinking, I can't buy and sell sports cards. I've never done this before, and that's perfectly okay. You don't need any prior experience or skills in doing this, and you don't even need to be a sports expert.
Again, you don't need skill. You don't need to know sports. What are we fucking doing? You don't need to know sport. It's like, you don't need to know stock market. You don't need to business. You don't need to know how to read anything or charts, or you don't need to do any of that. Just got to pay for my course.
Most of our students started with zero knowledge
I can't
on
do
sports
it.
cards, and now they're making consistent.
Such all lies. Come on. BCH, I hope you find this guy right here. Paul. Go find Paul. I don't know how to find Paul. Apparently you know how to find Paul. Find Paul. And let's question him about, 1,000. I thought it said 100,000. Well, 1,000 a month, an extra. That Paul. Who the fuck is Paul? Did my shit freeze? Are we still live? Oh, it's a movie. It's a video. I had 2 problems today. I had a different program open, so I closed it. It hasn't happened since. But all my tabs went down. Everything went down. I had to reboot. And let's hope that doesn't happen on the live. And I got a little worried that just happened. But
Come every single month at Major League Profits. We connect you with skilled coaches and proven strategies.
Shut the fuck up. So, Major League Profits, BBB, triple Bs. Hey now, this business is not accredited, and there's been 20 complaints in 3 years. 9 complaints closed. Just read a couple. What the hell? Did USA score? No. All right. Nick, good. Nick, get you on the hobby collision. Come on. All right. On May 18th, 2026, I made a first payment to Major League Profits. Is it wrong? I called it Batman. I'm just, come on. We're having fun. Being honest, having fun. USA 0-0. Crowd's going nuts. I'm not sure what's going on. It's tough. I'm going to move soon. I'm going to put the TV up there. So bam. And I turned my head. I got my little computer over there. All right. On May 18th, 2026, I made a first payment to Major League Profits. They use dishonest tactics to sell me on a system. Again, I'm just reading. I don't know anything. What do I know? I'm reacting. They use dishonest tactics to sell me on a system to make money with sports cards. Duh. I mean, hello. It's like, I'm going to be a little mean. It's not mean, but it's like, what did they not get or pick up on or get mentored in their first 5 years of life where they're that gullible to do this? I don't know. That makes me laugh. I don't know if anyone else is on that. Yeah, that's crazy. They mentioned an automated system, grading and selling for us as well. Those are the services I wanted. They're not available on the package I purchased, and nobody told me. I found out today when I asked a question in the group. There are many buyers in there that fell for the sales tactics. I'm a senior with limit. Oh, Jesus. Damn it. Now I feel bad again. Blue Red, you got to let me cook for a minute. I'm a senior with limited income. Now I feel bad again. That's what's going on. It's not what you didn't get in your first 5 years. It's what you can't remember in your last 5 years. I'm sorry. What the fuck's saying? What's gotten into me tonight? I can't afford to lose this money for nothing. They will charge monthly payments till I pay $2,000. I can't afford it. I don't get all the mentioned services on the initial ad on Instagram, and I can't afford to pay more for those services. I don't even do the grading service or the sales. They use third party for that. Also, they told it was not told up front. I would never assign if they spoke this. This time, I have not been contacted by Major League. All right. Initial complaint. 3/17/2026. So the information that wouldn't it be amazing if USA, I mean, obviously we would like USA to just win, but if they won in goal kicks are fucking, there's really nothing more exciting in sports. Yeah. I mean, what? I mean, nothing else happens every 4 years. All the countries, it's one and done. You play a whole game. It ends in, you play extra time. It's tied. And then you have these incredible. All right. So the information that they teach certainly has value. Oh my God. That's who's buying these programs. All right. Well, I'm sure we won't read that again. Where it went wrong, well, I can't imagine anyone else is going to say that. Where it went wrong with them is in the high pressure upselling of the accelerator program, which costs $10 mother effing dollars. No. $10,000 to join. What was promised in the program was one-on-one teaching, which was great. Thanks. And no lose access to a sports betting arbitrage program, which one feels illegal. Bum, bum, bum. 2, had the worst videos and coach imaginable. Bum, bum, bum. You quit halfway through my time there. They didn't, what do you know? They didn't disclose that the illegal sports betting thing costs $500 per month. If I had just paid for the base program, I'd probably still be using the program. Give me a sec. Oh, damn it. I wanted to get a little. There we go. All right. Fees feels illegal. Worst video coach. They didn't disclose that the illegal sportsman's $500 if I paid for that. The disaster of the accelerator program for $10,000. They even tried to get me to pay another $3,000 a month on top of this to stay in the program. I said nope. Asked for a refund. It took them 4 weeks to respond and asked me for more of a cleaner set of folders for the refund, which I promptly gave them. Then I was told we gave you a discount on the accelerator program, so you're not getting a refund. Complete BS. So all of their promises of if you're not happy, get a refund is lies. They will try to keep your money. This I can guarantee. Good day, team. As for the refund, the contract that attached is for the academy, which is the initial. So this is the, Eric Michael trying, justifying it's contractual, sucks for you. No soup for you. I was not given a refund as promised. Complete scam and no return phone calls or emails. Tried reaching out to several representatives. Nobody can return my phone call, and they keep billing me for a scam service. Contractual obligation. Hello, I'm requesting an immediate refund of $1,000. We're not talking about $10, $100. And by the way, it's really hard to make money on cards. Profit margins are small. You have to do it at such a high rate to make it a real business. So let's just coach them. Try hard. They don't need to know it's the scale, the level you have to scale to, or the money you have to be risking, in high end. I mean, at the moment, it's been a lot of high ends gone up, but all right. I requested a refund within 7 days after the program was not clearly presented and after being told on a Zoom call that I would be able to receive my money back. Key issue, refund policy discrepancy. So a refund again. Contractual. Stated in the signed contract, a refund may be processed once the required documentation conditions outlined in the agreement have been fully submitted. To date, those contractual requirements have not been completed. Fuck you. No money for you. Good day. Outlined on the contract. Plain and simple, satisfactory warning. Last one. This goes on. We could keep going. Major League Profit sold me an online training coaching program. After paying, I learned the program requires opening, funding multiple sportsbook crypto accounts. Dun, dun, dun. And other steps that are not realistic, usable for me. I also did not receive the full coaching access or complete training library as represented in the video. I requested cancellation and a refund in writing, and the business has not provided a refund or a clear resolution. So unless you're going to do all this, do you even get a response back? Unless you're going to go all this far. How many people didn't go all this route or didn't know to go this route and never even got a response back? A major reason I enrolled was a strong review presence. Here you go. I later obtained evidence that the company incentivizes positive BBB and Trustpilot reviews by awarding raffle tickets and encourages reviews to be copied and pasted and reposted for credit. Duh. And it really sucks because oftentimes you will go to reviews and, well, you can't trust the reviews here. I am watching screenshots showing positive Trustpilot review equals 1 ticket, positive Better Business Bureau equals 1 ticket, and instructions that reviews can be copied, pasted, and reposted to get credit again. Resolution requested full refund or amounts paid and cancellation of any remaining payments. Insane. No refund for you. Fuck you. You think you get your money back? You think you're getting your money back? Not here, homie. This is the Trustpilot 4.8 5-star 932 total reviews. Some BS, but you just saw. We just read why. Here are the 1-star reviews. Terrible company, nothing but a money grab, and is ran by a shady snake oil salesman, Eric Michael. They guarantee a refund if you grade 10 cards, but don't dish it out. Fraud. There are far better programs at a much cheaper cost. Stay away from any program. What are we doing? Do I need it? I've thought about it. I'm not, because you're just going to get hate for it. But it's like I could probably for $30 create a really important program people getting in. Not 300, not 3,000, not 10,000. For $30, I could create an amazing educational program that walks you through everything. And I don't know if I'd get shit for it. I don't know. I don't want to be that guy. But it's like I know I could do people justice and provide that, and not just be biased. I would take it from an educational standpoint and let them decide. You know, best teaching is letting, you know, them decide for themselves. And I would just, it would be informative, but stay away from anything like, you know, of the such, you know, at third. Anyways, I went through the program already having the knowledge and experience flipping. I was hoping to speed it up with maybe this program. Everything in this program is what you can do yourself. They require you to spend $2K up front. $2K up front. Again, if I did something like this, which I don't think I will, but I could create something very informative and very educational and good. And, you know, I charge $30 for life. NWO for life. You know, I mean, what the fuck are you doing spending $2,000? Oops, upside your head. I said, oops, ups. I mean, I can't help myself tonight. What the fuck are you doing spending $2,000? I know. Well, I bought 10 cards raw and graded 10 well before the time frame. I actually probably bought about 100 and graded. I don't know where we're going with this. I give it a 1 star for not refunding me in a timely manner. If it's not addressed in the next month, I've already got a lawyer that I use. Don't really want to do that, but I will. Just give me my money and shake hands. Make this easy. I've done the program. Eric made it seem like you buy 10 cards, grade them, and it's easy. Well, not getting your refund. I would look into this. Thanks again. Like I said, this was April 24th, 2026. Yeah, so all right. Here seems like what's a fake review on Reddit. Maybe not. Today I want to give a huge shout out to Major League Profits. I know people feel it's a scam, but it's not. And then, you know, everyone, a card investing coach, you got to be kidding me. I know people feel this is a scam. Yep. Why would I need a card investing coach when I have a pet slug who provides winning lottery numbers? If you want in on this action, then shoot me a DM. I'd give you a shout out like we're supposed to believe you're not affiliated with this site. Does MLP charge any money? A lot of fucking money. When I checked, it was $500 a month to be in the program along with like $6K up front. One-time fee is a few grand. Knuckleheads. And here's the odd part, and here's where is he funded or what? On multiple sites you could find job openings high. So, hey, you know, you want to go get the inside, report back. High ticket sales rep, do they really pay? Are they wouldn't everyone be applying to this job? Inbound leads, base commission, $95 grand to $150,000 here on Indeed. And same thing, Glassdoor, high ticket sales rep, Major League Profits, $150K a year. That's odd. That's weird. And then, you know, I don't know how long I'll make it through this video. Probably not long. I'm curious what he says. Just hard for me. A little hard. We got 43 minutes, 0-0, almost halftime. No score. I haven't been able to pay full attention to it as much as I'd like.
There's nothing I dislike more than a fake guru that preys on either desperate people or people trying to make their lives better. That is something that makes me want to puke. And
get in the Batmobile.
Glamorous thing because he makes it sound that way. So check this out.
Your job takes care of the necessities, but this takes care of the extra. My job.
You know, and Nick, I kid, I talk shit, blah blah blah. You know, your work. I know all the work you're putting in. I am maybe one of the few people in the world, at least in the card space, that know the amount of work that goes into finding clips, clipping, and really more importantly, the reaching out to people, the conversations. You know, they never go as planned. People want to sometimes talk an hour, sometimes talk 5 minutes, sometimes want to talk 4 hours. You never know. So, is that a goal? Is that a goal? USA goal. All right. Yeah, I happened to look 44th minute. It is a goal. Not sure who, but USA is winning. Looks like number 20 possibly. I don't know, but USA won. Bosnia nothing going into halftime. Hey now. I just brought the whole damn coffee. Let's see what am I okay.
Job used to pay for groceries, rent, and gas, but it didn't pay for the experience
Propaganda!
like this. But Sports Cards did. On April 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm doing a live training where I'll be sharing my screen.
Puke.
All right, I'm super pumped after seeing that. Man, I'm really excited. Now here's so he
That sounds more like his normal voice there.
does a lot of ads like this. Matter of fact, he encourages people to do ads for him. I'll get to that a little bit later, which is just very weird. But I wanted to point out a couple of ads that he's done. So this first one here, I've got a screenshot right there. And he has call-in show. And a lot of people have alleged that he has fake followers and fake likes.
Oh. If you got a brain, if I only had a brain, I thought, what are these guys doing? Giving him $2,000, $10,000. And that's why we got, you know. What is happening? This is where we're at. The fall is coming sooner than you know. You see that big ass operation that braking company's running? What? Maybe. I don't think so. The fall is coming. Too many card shops. Eric Michaels actually getting customers. So many people. I want to call them idiots, but they're not. They're just being sold a dream. It's 2026 here. Consumerism and, you know, the lotto, and I could do it too, and you can't. The hierarchy's been chosen, the game's been played. Good luck. And imagine that your competition, the Sharks have been circling, they're in, you know, the ones playing fair and the ones not playing fair. Good luck getting in. If you need a coach, run.
And fake views. I have no idea. I'm not a part of this guy's dashboard. Maybe he'll show his dashboard someday. I actually would love to see him do that. Open up his YouTube dashboard, hit since inception, so lifetime stats, and I want to see location. That's what I want to see. And I want to see 85% US, or else I start to question.
Interesting. Mine's 88% US at the moment. It used to be, now when I was smaller, I would say it was a bit different. I'd say closer to 75%. I mean, I don't know why this happened. Yeah, as I grew over the past year, it's about 88%. So that tracks to me.
But I don't think he'll ever open that dashboard up. Maybe if this goes viral enough and you guys hype it enough, to mantle.
There it is. There it is. Yeah, hype. More subtle than normal. Give him credit. And this is his normal voice. I don't
like
hear I don't hear Batman here. I'm being fair. The other one is his Batman voice. This is his normal voice.
What? Like, what is happening here?
Batman.
Look at the logo.
Batman will never giggle like that.
Oh, it's him. He's asking his own question. I don't know. Maybe that's a glitch or something like that, but I thought that was weird. And here's the next series that bothered me. I haven't even gotten into the course yet. The course has the really bad stuff. And the
we'll end here. I want to listen to what he has to say there. And yeah, the course is terrible. I can't believe he has job openings. Sure. That's interesting. Someone go get that job and let us find out. What did I want to say? Orlando says we need more votes. It's Petty versus Ham. I'm going to close it out. No, it's not Petty. Petty's in on the next one, though, next week's poll, and Orlando. It's not. It's Michael Ham versus Ziggy. And then in about 10 minutes, I'll close that, and we'll do Blue Red versus Dave Snyder. USA going into half. I guess there's 2 or 3 more minutes here, but going into half up 1-0. Let's see what clean-shaven, fresh-shaven Bruce Wayne.
the issue that this guy had, getting a refund. This should scare the crap out of you if you want to sign up for his courses. But anyway, he
don't sign up. I mean, what?
Talks about in one video, he brags about how this Larry Bird card, this graded card, how grading that card made
Come on. How much lip gloss did he put on right before?
him money. Yet he's got another video. These are all ads again, because he has very little organic reach to my knowledge. He literally buys this from a collection. Great.
He just thinks everybody else. I mean, Eric Michael must think the IQ of the general population is just, and maybe he's not wrong, but come on, give us some credit. And if you don't see, and obviously it hasn't picked up organic traction because we all have a fucking brain.
So like that story doesn't add up. Maybe if he sees this,
by the way, the whole thing is it so easy? You buy raw. Trust me, I've seen the Facebook ads for years. You buy raw, you send them into grade. If you get a 10, you win. If you get a 9, you break even and you keep moving. But what about an 8? What if a 9 doesn't sell? Normally a 9 kind of sometimes sells for as much as a raw. And what if you get an 8 or a 7? Or what if what about turnaround time? They're not going to all grade 10 like you think. What if you do poorly on your first? It's almost with anything. You need a bankroll. That's number one. If he's not teaching you that, because you never know what's going to happen in any game of chance. You need more play to make it even out, to equal the true odds. For instance, if you're counting cards, well, counting cards sounds awesome, but there's going to be runs where you have 2 or 3 days in a row of losing. And so if your bankroll can't go with that, you're fucked. And so if you're going to go into buying cards and grading them and you don't have a big bankroll, and I'm not even saying you'll end up profitable, but what happens if your first return ends up poorly? You get a distaste. You now got to do work to sell them. And not everyone, I talk to people like David in the chat or Ziggy, who, they've been doing cards forever. And they're bright enough people, but they don't, in all my conversation, where they kind of miss the boat here is how many new people, how many people that don't have a clue, how many people don't know which break to buy in, how many people are just fucking clueless. And if anybody, if Eric Michael has one customer, it's too many.
Clarify that card for us. All right, so this guy has a mass email. Of course, he has a mass email capture. Is this? She taught arts and crafts on YouTube, and
2 years ago, I met a woman at a conference in Dallas. So she wasn't a romantic interest. This is ChatGPT written. Just someone I connected with over business. So taught arts and crafts on YouTube and had to build a decent audience. But she felt even his little thing here is fake like everything else. She wasn't making the money she wanted, and she lived in Long Island where, according to her, entrepreneurs were few and far between. But the biggest weight she carried was her environment at home. She has a husband who's an alcoholic and didn't treat her right. We kept it friendly. Now, what happened in the chasing cardboard thing we saw earlier, totally fucked. I mean, that sucks, and it's nice some light could be shown, and the family can get some, maybe, if anything, chasing cardboard, the whole situation brings them and feeling a little bit better in the whole thing. That's awesome. But it also can be weaponized, as it is here, or as it when P. Ryan first came out and got the allegations or not allegations, kind of proof evidence that, and then from what I understand, was kicked off Fanatics, from what I understand, of the shilling. What did he immediately do? He immediately gave big money to charity. He immediately gave money to Jeff's charity after he called out Jeff and Teapot. And so, chasing cardboard, it's a touching story, and it seems somewhat organic because you just did a video there. And so, yeah, you kept it 3 minutes and short, but that strategy also is weaponized in our day-to-day life. That's what Eric Michael's trying to do here. Weaponize we're emotional creatures.
I built a decent audience, but she felt stuck.
All right, I'm fucking over this. What time is it? We've been doing 55 minutes. Wow. Sarah Rips. I missed a moment. I opened this product, another blaster. So maybe I've spent $250 in fucking product and just hit nothing, but worst product I've ever opened. I didn't realize at the time until I opened it. I didn't really care because I don't open this stuff. But I want NBA. I want rookie cards. You know, I don't want the 3 or 4 WNBA players in there. They're nothing to my collection. And no hate on that. Just, I don't watch WNBA. I haven't watched it my whole life. I'm not into it. I don't know the players. I don't want it in my pack. I also don't really, it feels watered down when I'm getting the college. Like, these are college players. It's their first, oh shit, here we go now. I don't want it in basketball. I didn't like the product at all. And I'm not trying to be a hater here. When I open a good product, that football signature class, top signature class, the basketball was trash. And people told me in comments, well, the football is a bit better. The football was much better. It was a much, it had a variation in each pack. It had multiple rookies in each pack. It was definitely a tier up. Did I hit value? No, but it was definitely a high tier up in the basketball. With this Bowman basketball, oh, what trash. I mean, I have myself opening it. I should have put it on the live. I kind of missed that moment, but.
Sarah Rips, and we just hit 20K followers on Whatnot. To show our appreciation, we are running a massive break completely free. 2 Bowman Hobby.
I think she's been around 3 or 4 years on here. The first thing is a backyard breaks if we scroll all the way down. So I don't know if that's how she got in, or I don't know exactly what company. Sarah Rips is the company now. But I remember I wanted to see how long she'd been doing it. So when I scrolled all the way down, there's a Sarah Rips. So by that point, she must have branched off pretty quickly, or maybe she never did work for Backyard, but this is what we're doing. All right. Hello. Get some customers that way, I guess. I guess we're scrolling down for a while. There it is. So the first one has a backyard breaks downtown. Wait for it. What do you know? This is pulled at backyard breaks. And then she must have branched out to Sarah Rips pretty quick. But there she is with Gary V, looking fresh. She had other ones. I don't know who this gentleman is, but there's Steve Aoki with the shirt off. Hey now. Jordan, yeah, it's Jordan Love. She's looking thrilled. All right, so good for Sarah Rips making a life. This is the one I saved. I didn't hear.
Someone just broke into my car and stole my purse, and it's like, you're an idiot.
God, what a Debbie Downer last 40 minutes. Jeez,
This is my PSA shipment for tomorrow.
The world's got to even out. At least it feels great shedding some light on Eric Michael and his garbage company.
Literally has Wemby autos, LeBron autos, Kobe kabooms in it.
Shut up. What are we doing here? Blue Reds below. Let's see. So, all right. So I did tell you at the beginning of the show. Now I somehow I fit it in an hour and not 2. But again, this live, what's going to happen is as the months go on, as the years go on, it's just so much hard to process right now. So again, you're going to start hearing rumblings more on the Fanatic Breaker program being cut down. I think they want to wait till after the National. You're going to start rumblings about franchise fees for stores. From what I hear, they want to wait till after the National. We have a one-of-one design story where breakers on TikTok or content creators on TikTok are getting booted by NFL unless they're willing to sign this product through Fanatics exclusive rights. We didn't even get to this crew. Save it. What else we got? That's it. We did Eric Michael. All right. Jaylen Brown, right before we went live. The trades have been insane. I mean, we covered that yesterday, but the trades have been absolutely nuts. Jaylen Brown going to Frank's team, the Sixers. I mean, I know all the picks involved, but player for player, clearly Jaylen Brown at this stage of his career is way better than Paul George. So I don't know if it's the end all be all, but I'm not sure. Frank and Ziggy now both below, Blue Red below. All right, so Frank, I'm sure, wants to chime in on that. My Los Angeles Makers make the Walker Kessler deal. This has been rumored for years that he might come over to LA, and it was much needed. Again, don't know if it's the end all be all only piece, but looking a lot better than they were when I showed you them yesterday. Let's get Frank and Ziggy left. He came. Let's get Frank on first, and then we'll throw Ziggy. Frank, what's crack? You get out of nowhere. You get Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, didn't even have to give up the Clippers unprotected pick and the 1 first rounders like in the 2030s. This is crazy.
Frank, before we do, how'd I do in the first hour? There's a lot there. What hits you? What stands out to you in that whole hour?
Eric Michael sucks. You hadn't gone down that road. Probably enough. I don't know. I think you have a theory as to the big news that we were potentially talking about. I think there's still something out there. I don't know the details on it. Ziggy said he has some big news. So Ziggy might
sounds
know
like from the people I'm talking to, it sounds like there's going to be quite a bit of news after the National. Maybe we'll hear, maybe it'll get leaked, maybe we'll hear before the National. But from
Neo
if we hear
confirmed
news
everything
before
you're
the
talking
National, there'll be more news after the National. Neo confirmed.
Yeah. He commented. Ziggy, where are you? Where's your big news, bro?
Yeah, Ziggy left. He came and left. Ziggy, get the. Oh, here he is. All right.
There he is.
Let's get all three of us on real quick. All right. So Eric Michael sucks. We all know. Ziggy, USA. All right. So Frank says you have some big news.
Man, I have all sorts of news. All sorts.
Okay, let's get on with it.
So did I. So let's add to the show. Keep them coming.
Let me start with, and I know you did that great plug-in for Chasing Cardboard. It's a great video to go watch. It's a great story. He does a charity. He does a charity thing. You get some information about that, which I think is important. And Ty's always done that. Ty is a very religious. He's a family man. I've known Ty guy since 2015. Okay, great guy. Big fan of Ty.
Don't you see the problem though? How I'm not saying he's doing it there. This is a really sad story, but people can weaponize that for.
Oh, absolutely, too. I am a critic of that about weaponizing deaths and children and all that stuff. But I will say that's an interesting story. It's a good story.
It deserves the justice he's giving it. It seems. Yeah.
One interesting point I think is important that I think is a red flag. He points out in there they take I'm gonna say $1,000 of cards and they auction it saying, hey, this money is going to go to charity. And those cards go for, guess what, guys? More than $1,000, right? Which means when you think about that, all those comps are bullshit. Do you see what I'm saying?
Toby.
Do you see my point?
Yeah. Do you know how many comps in this whole thing? Yes. And at this point, it's just all the comps.
There's so many charity events that we see. That's why you see these inflated costs. Why?
All right, that's another. That's
$1
another
million.
Okay.
It's a charity that does that, and then a person gets sold into buying that because he thinks he's getting a deal, and he's not. They don't know the charity prices. Is my point. I think it's important. I wanted to bring back another quick piece of news. I was live and just in the chat on Sports Card Live on Saturday night, and you came up. I'm sure you don't listen. In a positive way. They talked about your show, and I forget the guy on there. David Chase gave you a shout out, and many other people. But what ended up happening, the conversation got a little heated. One of the topics was Joe Hollywood, and Jeremy actually says, he goes, "This is not," and he didn't say your show's name, but he says, "This isn't other people's shows. You can't come in here and say what you want. I will block you." And I'll be honest, I feel for Jeremy. Jeremy's really good at interviewing his guests, and he does protect them. But he gets flustered if you come in and say anything that's going to be off, whatever. Anyway, as he's saying that, and I was making some comments, and I actually thought he was referring to me, dude. I thought for sure I was the one who was going to toast. And I said, "Is it me, Jeremy? I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to upset you." He goes, "No, Ziggy, you're being respectful." It was apparently somebody else in there was toasting him. But my point to that, my takeaway was when I was in that, I did realize, look, I act differently in other people's chats because of things like that. I know I would get censored in Jeremy's chat if I said the wrong thing or too critical. Now, I'm good about what I say. I applaud you, though, for letting people, everybody comes here and can bitch. Even those two guys who came and haven't been back since, but came here bitching about their misunderstanding about their video. Again, you let them on this platform. And again, that's what I want to see more people. I challenge people to do that. No one else has been able to do that. No one can. I mean that. No one can. You're not going to sit down Sports Card nonsense. He's not going to let people challenge, right? Because one of his partners is going to get upset you're letting somebody on there with a voice he isn't like. So again, I applaud you because it was a great example where I saw clearly the difference. And I'll even say this too. I forget if Digger was out there. I was in somebody else's chat, and they were critical of me because they say I don't give Boston Card Hunter shit. It's another example. When I'm in his chat,
that's not true.
I'm nice
to him. You've given BCH shit in chats before.
And then
I've seen it. That's not true.
Yes, exactly.
Ziggy's getting everybody shit before. Let's be honest.
Yes,
including me.
I'm critical, and I'll say this. I'll bring it full circle.
I appreciate the love, Ziggy.
I was in a meeting last night. I'll say it was a closed meeting with the CTCA guys. I'm going to ask you all to look into this. CTCA.org. I'll drop a link. These guys are pulling together the first sports card association. Okay, there are some interesting voices in here. Leaf is involved. Okay, Panini's involved. The voice from Panini, a guy from Panini. There's some interesting voices.
What was the price to get in though?
Okay, so that's a great thing. To be a vetted member, it was high. But now they've opened up general members free. Anybody can sign up. And here's
so what's the difference? What is the difference between Panini's membership and ours?
Okay, and I don't want to give them a commercial right here because I don't know if better.
Well,
let me say
I'm
this.
a little curious.
What you're basically doing is you're paying for a board seat so they can basically set the structure, the working.
I want a board seat
and do stuff. And I'll tell you what, dude, I think that's a great idea. I think I'll pay $400 to get you a board seat. How about that?
Why not?
But you got to participate. But anyway, here's the point,
let me look more into it.
Look into it. Okay, I'm critical of it as well. I have spoken to several people who I've known the hobby for many years.
You're critical? No.
What I'm going to say is, though, it's the first organization that's basically saying, look, if you're complaining about the price of wax, if you're complaining about breakers, if you're complaining about blah, 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 join this group. We're going to bake out some working groups, and we're going to try to, what is the solution? What can we do? What's the voice? They have an audience. Alex from Collectors MD is part of it, right? There's some people. It's early. It is early. And like I said, Professor, when I spoke to you, I was very critical of it. I'm not endorsing it yet, but I am going to be participating in it. I will always participate in stuff I think can help the hobby. And that's, until I see otherwise, I'll let you know. But anyway, that's what I wanted to mention. I really wanted to, again, applaud you for letting.
That's the big news. That was the big news.
No, I got a couple big news things. I'll tell you.
You're going to lose. I will never mention you making a message for big news.
Well, I'll give you big news. Local card stores are done.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Local card stores are done.
And you know how many have popped up and they're fucked. And some.
And this is you're going to look back this 3 years from there. They're all going to be retail. Everything is going to be Walmart and Target and Dick's and Card Vault and Cards HQ. And I'm talking everything to including hobby boxes.
Now here's Ziggy. Let me push back a little. I think a lot of shops already don't get allocation. A lot. I know. And they're still successful because they do sports cards, but they also have a heavy TCG, and TCG keeps them in business.
Well, I'll tell you, part of it is that, again, this is such a predatory market that there's money for people who don't have to have allocation. I'll give you an example. On Jeremy's show the other night, he was talking about Joe Hollywood. He introduced Joe Hollywood as the biggest breaker in the hobby.
Wait, who had him on?
Jeremy Lee. He did a video with him.
Had Joe Hollywood
Not had him
on?
live. He didn't have him live. He talked about him live.
On
He had
his
a
channel.
video.
Was he supporting or negative?
He just interviewed him. Here's a critical
Joe
thing.
Hollywood is Eric Michael in another clothes.
Exactly. But if you don't know that story, guys, and again to Jeremy met him. He's talking about him as a great guy and he's the biggest breaker. And I didn't upset Jeremy. If you read my comments, I'm like, Jeremy, I hope you do some research and talk to some other people.
Stay on brand. You got to stay on brand.
Because if you look at what Joe Hollywood, here's why I know Joe Hollywood as. He would take a 1992 Fleer box of cards, and that's not even Fleer, 96, a shitty box of cards. It's maybe $50. And he'd show you that a PSA 10 is going for $1,000, and he'd open cards, having you chase that card, telling you got that card, you have a chance of getting a PSA 10 on that card, right? So not just selling you that card as the chase, but the PSA 10, which is not even a freaking chance in an old wax box. That's why I did not like him. You see what I'm saying? He baited people predatorily, got them to buy into the hype of a single box chasing a card they're never going to get in a PSA 10.
Here, I respect Jeremy Lee. I also think Jeremy Lee is really smart. So I want to say that. But he's definitely on the corporate side. Well, come on. He's too smart not to know. He does not know. Again, he's too smart not to know.
Boston Card Hunter is another one, dude. Who
they're both corporate guys. I mean, they both have to toe the corporate line.
Different. Here's the thing. They look at Joe Hollywood. Joe Hollywood is not. He's not a corporate guy. He's the guy just like you and me.
No, Joe Hollywood who's
now got corporate believing that he's the next savior and he's the best. His biggest claim to fame is he's the #1 subscriber of Whatnot. He has #1 subscribers and Whatnot. That's he's #1 for. He has more people following his show than anybody else. And
to Daniel Brown, I was so rough on Gio. Gio won't even fucking come back. We let him on because it's good. It's good to have the insight from people in there. It's good content. Hello. But you know what? We were so rough, and we weren't even that rough. He said he got sensitive and he's corporate, but he won't even fucking come back. What happened here, Frank?
Can you see my screen? I'm sharing.
Ziggy's sharing stuff. Oh boy, I didn't tell you. Okay, all right. Ziggy's taking over. What the fuck is this?
I'll just leave you with this, guys. What I'm showing you right here This is Chris Hoge in, I think, 2016.
Oh, stop it. I'm getting this off here. Stop it. What are you doing? What do you want to tell about Chris Hoge? Why out of nowhere you're going to 2016, a decade? Here's what I want to say to that. I don't know, and you might be right. But you got to give the guy credit that he didn't lean in like Eric Michael. Eric Michael's hit the gas for 6 years. Because he pivoted and like worked hard on a website. You know, I mean, he did pivot.
He sold Card Ladder and it paid off. But I'm just telling you guys, and I don't mean to be mean, but guys, if you didn't break a crime,
what do you have there? I want to see.
You took an ethical shortcut in this hobby, and if you're here long enough, the hobby forgets. People come in, they don't know, right? Unless you've been here long. Again, Chris Hoge is not a bad person, but he was selling classes and signing.
10 years ago, he made him. Maybe he did it for 6 months. He realized this is dumb. What am I doing? Let's move on
to 2022.
Why didn't you have a video more from 2022? Why'd you have to go all the way back to 2016?
That video, I don't know where that video is from. 2019, 2018. It's not important. Did
he have hair?
I don't want to upset. I wasn't upset, but I'm just saying, look, Eric Michael, I'll be honest. I don't like Eric Michael. And what I would do with the association, guys.
Do you see how hard he pushes and how manipulating? Oh, disgusting.
Yes, that's called barb tactics. So what people need to be done is they need to be educated of that.
Poor Blue Red, I'm sorry. Blue Red called in a long time ago. I know he's being patient, but there was I was going off. Ziggy, great call.
I lecture too much. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, great call. Let's how's this gonna work? Charles, how we doing?
Yeah, Ziggy's
Ziggy
seemingly
wasn't me. Ziggy said, fuck you, Charles. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. How we doing, Charles?
Oh, just same old, same old. What do you think about the whole Fanatics relationship with some of these new content creators? Like Jeremy Lee has his own show now.
They've always had some sort of Jeremy Lee prior was if you don't think there's a relationship with him coming on and showing the Fanatics Collect auction as it's ending, like the relationship's been there. There's a reason he's doing that. It's not out of the kindness of his fucking heart. It's not because views, it's because there's a reason. And so it doesn't surprise me, and I don't want to give away my personal thoughts on how stupid their idea is, because I'm going to keep that to myself, but their idea is stupid, and I think other people think that as well.
Yeah, I mean, then you have Trike doing it, you have Mojo doing it. It's almost like a who's who of like who to not really.
It just shows how clueless Fanatics is, and not because who they picked. I don't want to get into any more than that. It's not because who they picked. It's just Fanatics is so fucking clueless, and they just want to have everything by the balls, and they're so great.
Watch any of it, Charles. Is it any good?
Jeremy, it's just the same old stuff Jeremy's always done, really. It's just he's doing on a different platform. He's not really changed anything. He's not like shilling anything. He's just doing something on a different platform is really all it is. I haven't watched Mojo and I haven't watched Trike, but Jeremy Lee really hasn't changed much of anything. He's just on a different platform to me. That's just my 2 cents.
So what have you bought recently? How many breaks? How we doing? Come on, be honest.
Well, I mean, the only breaker I really, go with is Run Good Life, and I don't buy into a lot. It's usually wrestling because there's just not a lot of wrestling stuff to buy around here. So I'll buy
into the bag, Neo. I mean, come on. If I I'm sorry, Charles, to interrupt you.
Content.
I am sorry, but it's like I get so many. I've gotten one sponsorship, and he really wants to talk to me. It's a platform, and he wants to do mystery packs the right way he's doing it. And he's seen people get ripped off. And so we're going to have a conversation. But the minute if I took that money from him, how much shit I'm going to get, even if he's doing it the right way, get the bag. Sorry. Charles, what have you bought recently? I'm so sorry.
I just, I got a few really nice cards actually, but nothing really too crazy.
No, I don't care about that. Are you able to curb the itch to rip, to break?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, the prices are too high. The hits are not there. You buy the singles. It's pretty simple. Save your money, buy the singles. The hype has gotten so old and it's so repetitive. It's the same old shit with a different product. Look at this big product hit. Look at this. It's, now they're focusing on Shohei Ohtani and everything, because everything that he touches, if it's a short print or if it's an autograph, is going to be worth thousands of dollars. So the product is going to be worth thousands of dollars. And if the product's not worth that much, he's probably not in it. So it's just kind of like Topps Inception, for example. Ohtani, I think, has one autograph in it. But that alone makes the product $300. Without him in it, it's probably like $150, maybe even less than that. of a product, and it's got rookie patch autographs in it and stuff.
Rob is so funny because Rob, I was just my brother guy. I think I want to. I don't know. I do think I have some ADHD. I've always thought that I was the kid that is bright enough in school, but like rushing and the teacher always telling you to slow down. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that. And then Brett, this threw me off also says, and sorry to not Charles, I'm an asshole. Don't pre-order. I'm glad you're not ripping as much. And you're right about singles, but PS5 came out today and said that as of 2028, they're not going to release discs anymore at all. No more discs. Like, that's pretty insane. Like, they weren't going to do it for GTA 6. They already said no a week ago, and that got kind of an uproar. And now they came out and said in a year and a half, in 2028, no more discs at all. So I don't know. I found that I know that's not sports cards, but definitely interesting. And
Well, I
Rob,
wonder how
you're
much
not
money that's
wrong.
going to save them too, Professor. Like, how much will that save them, like producing that kind of stuff and the waste and stuff
It's
they
kinda-
have?
Yeah, but it's just so lame. No one owns their physical copy anymore, and if they're not going to do it with GTA 6, but there's been very minor instances where they stopped. They removed the game, and now all of a sudden you have even though you bought it, you have no way of playing it now, and it's yours. But they've now removed the game from the whole category. It hasn't happened a ton, but it's happened. That's it's yours. So, anyways, I don't know. Pirate
So-
some games if you want.
My question is, like, you see the digital cards that's come out, right, with Topps and Panini both. Are they really trying to pivot to where they want to, like, maybe remove so much of the physical cards and just have digital cards?
They tried to
with
do it in 2021. The problem, they're idiot. No, that maybe they want to do that. They want money. The problem isn't that already the way when you're on eBay, when you're on PSA, Vault, like they're already digital cards, but you have something physical backing it up, at least the actual fucking card. Like, no, I think they tried, and it was a sign when they really pushed that shit, it crashed soon after. So people are getting greedy. People are trying to see how far they could take it. No, I don't think those will ever. You need to attach it to a video game. You need to attach it to something else to where it's not just this NFT. And I'm talking crazy here, but no, isn't it already digital anyways? And then we have the physical card to back it up if we want it. So
That's what I'm saying. Like with Arena Club, at least there's a physical card of some kind that's going to maybe come to you or be resold, or maybe not. We don't really actually know that. I think that's just one big scheme after another. But like the one thing we'll pivot to, like with NBA 2K, they have these cards that you can get of like a 99
oh, of course,
and that kind of shit.
And people spend way too much money; they get sucked in.
That's a rabbit hole where you've got to grind for hours on end and quit your job just to even get the damn player,
Or
just
pay, or you pay to play.
or pay to play. And
And
Madden's
it's
been doing
addicting
it.
as fuck. The baseball one, I think in like 2018 or something, and then in NBA one year I spent to get the Shaq, and it's like, dude, I'll never play this fucking game again. I got into it for a month, and I'm never doing this again because it's such a my team was cool. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it's really fun to like, because they have a great market where real people are buying the card. So if a player's hotter and their stats go up, that you can make more money on that card at that day. And so it is a whole fun system and gets you addicted and easy to throw money on that. So yeah, you're not,
the
you're not wrong.
microtransactions have gotten out of hand and everything. And then the sports card hobby and Fanatics has started picking that up. And it seems like everything Fanatics does is predatory. And I think that's what the biggest problem is. That's why you have your channel. That's why you have your channel. And it is what it is. Like, you're not sitting here like trying to spin anything. It's what they're doing. And that's what marketing is all about. It's trying to be borderline predatory to make you think that something can happen when in reality it's like a less than 1% chance of it actually happening. Like, not everyone's going to pull a Grail Shohei Ohtani card or Cooper Flag or
Unless
Jackson
your Greg
Dart.
likes cats.
Unless your Greg
I gotta
likes-
see
Greg's
your
like
okay.
cats.
Number one, I have
Plan.
to see your shirt. And number
Plan.
two, I have to go back to like, I do. I think having a short attention span actually helps the live for, as entertainment or content. And then secondly, it's like, when I want to focus in or like get into making a 6-hour video, I tune the world out and and I don't know. It's weird stuff. Charles, we got to see your shirt. MLB Jam. I got to see this shirt. I know.
It's Ryan Sandberg and Andre Dawson.
All right. Those kind of shirts are cool.
And I got an NFL one too with Brock Purdy on it and Christian McCaffrey. So
I don't know. On live, it says it's the 51st minute. I feel like it's past that. I guess we're at the 51st minute here. USA.
That's what I got.
1-0. Okay, Charles. Anything else you want to throw out there? It's a great call. You did a great job, and it's good seeing you.
I have something for Charles.
Oh, shoot.
Charles' last video was pretty dope. 5 things he learned in the first year back in the hobby.
I'm going to start doing a series on that too.
Tease us with one. What out of those 5? What's the biggest one that you thought is the best advice or best thing you've learned in the year?
This hobby is so damn expensive, and it can get out of hand really quick. Yeah. That's the one thing I took from it. Everything else is sort of like the same stuff we all kind of figured out. Like everyone's always got an agenda. When they have like a lot of followers and stuff like Jeff Wilson and Card Collector 2, there's an incentive there with their content. You got to be more mindful of that and that kind of stuff. But I'm also going to do like a series of like 5 things. That's what I'm going to start doing. And my other video is going to be like 5 lies that new collectors are being told. So that's going to be really interesting.
Good. And series are actually underrated. People don't, you just need one to catch on. Maybe someone looks back and someone just donated $5. Who donated $5? Bobby Boucher is back. Fading the Caitlin
Clark again. Yeah.
But yeah, and also I like your videos.
I like that. That's a good observation and very honest. It can get out of it's fucking fun, and you can buy one. You can go on eBay to buy 1 card, and next thing you know, you bought 8. You meant to spend $15, you ended up spending $150, and it's all relative. You meant to spend $150 and you spent $1,500. You meant to spend $1,500. Next thing you know, you spent $8,000. It's really easy to get sucked in.
And then they have an eBay Live where you're chasing breaks and shit too. It's all like right in the same area, so it's all meant for a purpose, and that is to get you to buy as much as possible, whether you're using eBay Live or just using the old-fashioned way of just buying your cards. But I really like your content too, where you're actually buying wax and getting dusted on it. You're kind of like,
I know I can't fund that forever, and some people get shit, but yeah, it proves the point, right? I mean, it kind of I've spent $250 on product and gotten a $5 card, where I spent $200 on this, and I feel so thrilled to have it in my collection. And I'll go back a couple years ago. I was in a shop, and I bought a fucking AEW box and some other box, and there was a sweet LeBron for $200 rookie card, and I got nothing in that product. There's always, when you do it, unless you're Greg, you normally get reminded, what am I doing here? There's better ways to do it. You get reminded quick, We don't
my 2 favorite cards of yours.
Smacks.
Yeah. My 2 favorite cards of yours were that Daniel Negreanu and that Jennifer Tilly autograph. Those were awesome.
Cards. And just to build on that, I have I might have said this, I can't remember. I have the Jerry Buss of that. So Jerry Buss was the owner of the Lakers, brought him to Stardom. He was on no cards. He has nothing signed. And years ago, I bought that card. He played poker, so he happens to have an autograph card, and it's gone up quite a bit. And when I saw those 2 cards, first of all, I thought the value on them was pretty good. They were unique. You don't see them all the time. And they matched the Jerry Buss. So, yeah, those were cool cards. I do like those cards.
Yeah, they're awesome. And also, Neo, by the way, I don't know if you're able to talk as long as Nat Turner tells you whatever to say. So, anyway.
Wait, what now, Charles? What? Say that again?
Neo running his mouth again about buying views. It's like, I guess Nat Turner gave me permission to speak this time. So, it's
dun, dun, dun. Who's buying views? Oh, Charles. Got it. Did you stop? I think you stopped. Based off your numbers, it seemed like you learned the lesson and stopped.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but Neo wants to keep hammering on that, and that's perfectly fine. He can continue to sit there all going at his camera like this and make it weird for everybody in his stream. But anyway, thanks for taking me on here, and thanks for having me on, Professor. You're awesome.
Great call, Charles. Great call. Frank, what do you got?
I have one more thing, because Neo's roasting people. Neo is a little butthurt that Fanatics has not called on his content. He said they didn't call, but I'd listen if they did call. So I'll leave you on that.
Hey now, Fanatics, it seems, is throwing out big bucks. They're the one place you're going to get really paid. That's what it seems to me. They don't want to let it go. So in a few minutes, I ran out of shirts. I made an order, and so I'll have them by the end of the month. But so I'm going to give away today just the whole blaster box. It's NBA hoops, an entire blaster. It's, the $5 a month. Thank you so much to the members. I think there's 41 currently, and it just means a ton. And a big shout out, because some of you, Jamie's been a member for 9 months. Thin Blue Line, Run Good Life, Frank, our boy, 9 months, 8 months. Greek Okie, who's just so turned off by cards right now. I don't think he's here much anymore. Still supports, still DMs. A really good dude. Francis Ferry for 8 months. I got a message. Someone told me I got a trolling email saying, someone made this my name and it's a troll and da-da-da. Shut up. It wasn't. Rugs Capital, big shot. I'm not going to read everybody, but just thank you so much. 4 or 5 months. It's $5 $5. I don't have the Fanatics bag. I don't want to take the Fanatics bag. And to help support and to help keep it that way, become a member. And I give away things like this, not because, I need you to become a member. I wanted to give something back to the members. So thank you to everyone. Bobby Boucher, you're donating pretty much every show. Chris has been DMing a lot. 101 for the story today. Some of you asked if you want to send me anything. I'm not going to read it, but there it is. Take a screenshot, go back to it, pause the video. So we'll spin the wheel. I don't know, towards the end of the show. What do we got? It's 24. So maybe in 25 minutes, spin the wheel, give away the NBA hoops. I have one other thing I was going to give away with it. Where is it? Damn it. Someone donated, local viewer who we went and watched UFC together. He donated a Jalen Brunson blue. It's out of 150. I was going to keep it. I kind of like it. It's not a rookie card. It's not even close to a rookie card. So I'll throw this in. Charles, a member again. He's been a member in the past. Thank you, Charles. Supporting for months. But anyway, so the Jalen Brunson out of 150, the box of NBA hoops. I also want to break in, and maybe I talked to Charles about this. I'll talk to Run Good Life as well, but I want to buy into a break on a live on Run Good Life because he sells them prior and he just ripped. So I also need to talk to him to know what he's breaking. I don't know if he has it planned that well. We need to make sure he's opening it between 5 and 7 p.m. West Coast time. And we just learn it's for intel, a little entertainment, little content. So we'll spin the wheel in 25 minutes. I wanted to get into a little bit of this. Yes, we're going to take a little bit of a left turn, but Finleet, and let's just read what they are real quick because it's interesting enough. And we teased it yesterday. Finleet is an unfunded company, and this was written in June 27, 2026. So just recently. It's already July. That's incredible. Finleet is an unfunded company based in San Diego, founded in 2021. It operates as a platform, Blue Red. I got to throw Blue Red on. That enables sports fans to invest in the future earnings of promising athletes. Finleet does not raise any funding, The platform enables sports fans to invest in future earnings of promising athletes. How promising, I'm not sure. It allows users to share in athletes' success and potential earnings in return. And so I actually should have pressed a different button, but here is what the website looks like. Invest in the careers of top MLB prospects. So this is, for instance, this company, provides the athlete a little bit of money, a little bit of funding. They provide them possibly some good equipment or facilities. And then as soon as they, in the contract, if they ever have an MLB contract, as soon as they sign that MLB contract and start getting paid, well, now, you could buy into the company's percentage of the player. And so, raise for athletes, $900K. So if you want to go down the prospecting hole, I don't advise you to do this. You select an athlete, you buy the shares. Let's browse their athletes. Hey, now $13,000 armed with the body, athleticism, and pitch package that allow evaluators to dream big. They only got 4 MLB players on here. Going huge.
If you're falling behind the polls, bro. A lot of the chats.
Shit. They want the other poll?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Come on, let's go. You're falling.
Damn, that's been playing the whole time. Oops. Oh, wow. It's super close. You're right. I will give you a minute to go vote. These are closed. Okay, so they haven't done a ton of business here at Finite. I'll give you a minute to go vote, then I'll do Blue Red Dave Snyder. I think we already know the winner there. Sorry, Dave Snyder. He already knows too. And let's get back over here. Finleet on Fox creates unique fan experience. Such bullshit. I mean, it's such bullshit. I don't think it'll ever catch on the way they want. Why is it not escaping? There we go. All right, let's take care of this. So let's end this poll. It's extremely close. That's why I kind of want to give it 1 minute, but I don't see much new voting. 87 votes. It's 54% to 46%. And apparently, bro, you got to start calling in a little more, it seems like. So we're going to end the poll there. 87 votes. Oh, I didn't screenshot it like an idiot. Can I still screenshot it? Yeah. Okay. So the semifinals, let me put up the second vote real quick. It'll be Dave Snyder, and then we'll put Blue Red on. How about that? Round 2. No, semifinals. I'm not going to label it any more than that. Blue Red. And we had 140 people in here with the USA going on. Pretty good. Blue Red versus who the hell was it? Dave's from the bunker. Maybe it'll be closer than I think. Snyder kind of ran away with his group. So I started the poll, just clicked it. Let's throw Blue Red on with us. Mr. Blue Red, what cockamamie scheme do you have today?
Hey, I think Caleb Wilson is gaining more traction right now. And I think right now, in my personal opinion, I'm going to avoid buying Caleb Wilson. because I feel like he's injury prone. I really do feel like he's going to be the Derrick Rose of the draft.
Because I mean, you just say things though. What do we know? What do you know? How do you know? He's 19 years old.
But here's the thing.
Injury prone.
He had a right thumb, and it was like right after he said that he was going to BTA everybody, and then he got injured and he wasn't available, and the, North Carolina lost. And that's my biggest concern of Caleb Wilson.
People get hurt. It happens. I mean, he's young. He's got a bright career. He could have been the first overall pick. And another, if it was last year, he might have went right behind Cooper Flagg or be ahead of him, you know? So, I mean, it's a crapshoot. We don't know what these guys are going to do, but he might end up being the best player in the draft.
Yeah, but the biggest problem is that he has the potential, but he also has the potential to be a big injury-prone player in the future. And I think Kingston...
What do you think about Bazelis? Did I say the name right?
Matas Bazelis is actually pretty darn good.
Pretty darn good. He's really good. Very good. What are we talking about Caleb Wilson for?
It's just that I'm just concerned that he's going to be Derrick Rose 2.0.
I think that's a bold statement. But you also thought the Pistons were going to win the NBA title.
Well, I was wrong about that because I didn't understood ball knowledge that year, and I was kind of in my downtime. But I've grown up.
Area 51, very good insight. Everybody in the hobby afraid to call them out because they don't want to lose Fanatics access. Very interesting. Thanks for not selling out. Hey, Area 51, thank you so much. Blue Red, what is a positive take? So if you're not buying Caleb Wilson, who from this NBA draft should people be buying? Cam Boozer?
I'm going with Kingston Flemings. He is literally doing. Yes, Kingston Flemings. He is right now. His market is pretty cheap, and he doesn't have the hype yet. He
has no card yet.
But usually how this works is if Caleb Wilson gets the first hype, who's going to get the second or the third hype? Because Darius Acup...
Well, we don't know. I mean, it's whoever plays the best. Caleb Wilson's the 4th overall pick. How about the 3 guys ahead of him?
Darius
and
Acup,
Utah seems to be building something. I kind of like what Utah did.
Darius Acup ain't going to do anything. And I think Darren Peterson's going to be a bust. Like, I strongly think that frame and build is not going to translate to the NBA. And I think...
Sorry.
You can speak.
How many days a week are you going to dishwash?
I don't know. Probably like 8-hour shift.
Like 3-4 days a week? Or how many days? Oh, you don't want to say.
Probably like a 3-day thing.
All right. All right, so that's your first full-time job. I guess it's not full-time. Is it your first real job?
Yeah, it's my first real job.
Congrats, bro.
And I think AJ advanced, to me, he screams stat patter. I don't know about you, but if I'm in Washington, I'm going to stat pad the crap out of my stats so I can get paid. That's what I'm doing.
You heard it from Blue Red. Ask Blue Red about the Jaylen Brown trade.
I gotta see that Jaylen Brown. I heard about it.
Paul George. They sent, I think, 2 firsts, 2 seconds over to Boston. So Boston's doing their thing. But yeah, I mean, you pair him over there with Maxey and Embiid, Jaylen Brown. So I don't know. The East will be interesting this year. Raptors get Kawhi.
It means Celtics are idiots, and 76ers are finally being smart. They should have gotten rid of Joel Embiid with his stat padding.
Batman.
Get VJ Edgecombe, bro. Buy VJ.
Dylan Harper. We can all buy all these guys. It's all insane. It's so buy Magic Johnson. Buy Larry Bird. That's the absolute best advice I want to get. You know, are you gonna be able to make a ton of money? I don't know, but that's all they're incredible. Combined, they won 8 titles in a decade. They had a college rivalry. They brought the NBA back to life. I mean, it just. Go buy Magic and Bird. Very undervalued, in my opinion. Blue Red, anything else before I move on?
I think that's pretty much it, but there's also this Kareem Lopez guy who's a little bit farther in the draft, who I think is probably the best one. out
All right,
of the
drafted from Mexico. I think the first Mexican player from Mexico to be drafted in the first round, and I think he got traded to Memphis. He got drafted by Detroit, had a Pistons hat on. Windy told him, no, you were traded to Memphis, so he's in Memphis. Blue Red, we're calling it there. Thank you for calling in, Blue Red.
all right, adios.
Hey now. Oh.
Remember.
I don't know what happened. Okay, I rank these without all against that. So maybe I have Debo a little high. Maybe because, I mean, he only has 48 touchdowns compared to other guys we've seen, 406 catches, 5,500 yards. But he, his rushing stats aren't included here. The way he can dominate a game because you could pass and run him when he's healthy, the way he blocks. So maybe it's the eye test, but Debo's a dog, healthy. I'd take him any day, but he hasn't had, more than 80 catches in one season. Again, doesn't account for rushing though, because rushing, he's also a weapon as well. And if used right, a real weapon. Cooper Kupp's played 9 seasons, Rams and Seahawks, now won 2 Super Bowls, 681 catches, 8,300 yards. I don't have a Puka rookie, so I'm going to have to add Puka to the list. He'd be pretty high up, somewhere in the top 30, 60 touchdowns and 1 Offense Player of the Year award, 1 Super Bowl MVP. He had 145 receptions in 2021. How many touchdowns? 16 touchdowns that year. I mean, never quite met that. I mean, he's never had a season with over 100 receptions. He built up to that. He had 94, 92, but, never hit 100 receptions again. Chad Johnson at 27. Chad Johnson played 11 seasons, Bengals and Patriots. Over 11,000 yards is pretty impressive. 67 touchdowns. Never caught over 100 balls. But he made, obviously he was either yards after reception or deep catches, because 1,100, 1,300, 1,200, 1,400, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons in a row over 1,100 yards, and most of them over 1,250. So Chad Johnson, a great player, has that podcast. I don't watch a ton of it with Shannon Sharp. Keyshawn, first overall pick, receiver. Keyshawn played 11 seasons, 4 teams, drafted by the Jets, 66 total touchdowns, won 1 championship. That's kind of a funny way. Was it a college championship? Why is it a championship? Only broke 100 receptions 1 year in 2001, 1,200 yards. I mean, didn't ever meet the hype. Maybe I'm a little high, but 66 touchdowns, decent enough career at 26. Last player we'll go over tonight, and maybe he should have been lower down the list, a better number. But Andre Rison, I put at 25. He has, where is it? 10,000 yards and 84 touchdowns. That's the most we've seen so far on the list. 84 TDs. He was the real deal. He played a lot of years. This year with the Raiders was one of those years they almost went to the Super Bowl in 2000. Rich Gannon, Jerry Rice, Tim Brown, Charlie Gardner. What did he catch? 41 balls that year. 6 touchdowns. Obviously, Tim Brown and Jerry Rice on the team. So let's spin the wheel. It's $5 a month. Thank you, Charles. And let's get a few new members. Help support Not Taking the Fanatics bag. And we're here 4 hours a week on Tuesday, Wednesday, making the videos, going to a card, doing the legwork tomorrow, I believe. So I already shouted out the members. What do we got? Hour 36. So did we do crude oil? We'll do that for a second. Crude oil last year's time, $65, trading at 68. It shot up like over $100. Last week it was at 70. So we'll see where that goes. And I don't know if that continues trending down, or do we see it spike back up? S&P 500 at $7,400 today, kind of the same as last week. This time last year, $6,200. It has fallen quite a bit the past couple months, but still well up over the price last year. So we did Finley, kind of showed you what's going on there. And there's other ones. This one is based out of, they want me to hit accept. This platform is based out of Switzerland. And Fantium, invest in athletes, invest in just a few clicks, become part of their dream, and own a share in their future success. So it looks like tennis players is what they're doing on Fantium. You have another one, Vestable, unlocking new capital for sports. Again, same thing, kind of what Eric Michael's doing. Look how much press we've gotten. We're so great. We're the best. Use us. Great reviews. Stupid. Don't be stupid. How to invest in next rising sports star. So it's all over the place. We're watching Team USA. They're going to go into the final 16. Let's hope. Not jinxing anything. What is there? 20 more minutes in this game, and they're up 1-0. And so I don't know much about the team. Pulisic is their star player, 27 years old, playing for AC Milan. I had this up because you don't always know the number of the player. And where did Pulisic go? I think he was the 4th. number 10 for the team. So number 10, Christian Pulisic, playing AC Milan, 27 years old, second World Cup. He's the captain. And so that's who we're watching there. Weston McKenzie, also 27 years old, playing for Juventus. So again, and this is why soccer, it's building up. America's, every year my family, every 4 years when I meet with my family in the summer and it happens to be, soccer's just getting bigger. Soccer's going to do it. They were saying the same thing fucking 20 years ago. The money is not in the USA. Does USA have some good competitive soccer? People get into it, sure. But the best players are playing overseas. That's the dream. That's where the money is. That's the real soccer. And that's why it'll never be as big as you want it to be because, the best soccer is played overseas and that's where they're going to get paid. So, and often the USA doesn't have many players on the World Cup team playing overseas. I'm surprised if we see more playing for, substantial teams there. And Antonio Freeman, is that who has a kid on the team? Tim, I don't know how to say his last name. I don't watch enough soccer. This is the dude that scored, number 20. Again, going to butcher his last name, Balogun. I mean, I don't watch soccer. He's playing AS Monaco, 24 years old, his first World Cup. He scored. They're still up 1-0, 72nd minute. Where's the Freeman kid? No, was it Robinson? I thought it was Antonio Freeman's kid. Where is he? Still haven't got to him. There's Matt Freese, the goalie. Okay. And maybe I'm wrong. Is it not Freeman? There he is. Alex Freeman, 21 years old, playing for Villarreal, first World Cup. And yes, the son of Super Bowl winning receiver Antonio Freeman. And he's young, so maybe he'll be on the team for years to come. The whole team seems kind of young, and they're performing pretty well so far. So who's to say in the next 4 years they don't have a squad? Do I hear something from Frank? No. All right, so we're in the knockout stage. This is what we got coming. Tomorrow's Ronaldo. The next day is Messi, and then it's July 4th. Let's spin the wheel. I'm going to give away to the members an NBA Hoops box, a Jalen Brunson card out of 150. I don't think I have much else around. I'm going to order more shirts. What are 1 hour 40? I don't have a ton more. Anyone want to call in? I went fast that first hour. I can do a quick recap. Or did we not? Let's see if we got to everything. Excuse me. All right. Hey, by the way, the shows recently have just been awesome. Just been great. And, we get almost religiously Tuesday, Wednesday add up to about 3.5 thousand views for the live, which is awesome. And it just the shows recently. And since I've changed the view, but since I've changed the visual, looks so sharp and hell yes. And the callers calling in all the time. Speaking of which, how big is Blue Red winning by? Is Dave Snyder holding a fight? Holy shit. It's close. 42%, 58% changing as I'm talking about it. Could we see an upset? I don't know. Blue Red versus Dave Snyder. Ham going to the finals over Ziggy might have been a little bit of a shock. So Ham, we got to get you in more. And thank you for calling in last night. And currently it's 56%, 44% with 50 votes. We'll end it here in 10 minutes. I'll spin the wheel soon. We did Sarah Rips. We did the mystery box shoes. We watched Chasing Cardboard, more NBA trades. Didn't really get to NBA trades that much. We kind of shuffled over. That's fine. NFL wide receiver collection. We did USA World Cup. Yes. What was the big news? Well, we had a couple. The 101 story, 101 designs. He has this whole getting kicked off Fanatics story. And then, changes to come after the National. You're going to hear more of it all over the place, all over content. Trust me on that. I'm ready to spin this fucking wheel. I don't feel... Kenny Effin has a voicemail. Let's get to Kenny Effin's voicemail. Next week, let's make it Kenny Effin and one other person.
Kenny Effin had some administrative notes. He stated that...
To play the second one and not the first one.
Delete my first... Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hey, Frank, you're the man. Frank's the man. Hit the like button for Frank. Hit the like button for the formula, the show, the algorithm, the love. Let's listen to Kenny Effin weekly call. Thank you, Kenny Effin. Let's get another one.
No more parties in LA. Please, baby, no more parties in LA. No more parties in LA. Please. Brother, it's Kenny Powers, brother. Guess what? Successful mission. It was perfect timing you coming to Burbank just as I was there. You were able to intercept and distract Rob Veras, and I was able to get Sasha T safely out of there in the dungeon. He's okay. He's in safe hands. Shine 150 came through. got him on the private jet, and he took him to the private island with Palm Beach Pete, supposedly Shine's good friend. So it sounds like Sasha T's got a job as the pool boy on Palm Beach Pete's private island. So hopefully everything goes good for him. We got him out of there. I'm back at the Bunny Ranch. I'm in Nevada.
Hey now.
It's hot as balls out here.
Traveling everywhere.
And just trying to keep cool, eat, all the good private dinners. Fuck your microwave, Charles.
Hey now.
And just want to announce something for everybody that's a Professor Sports Card member. If you come down this weekend, 10% off for any member of Professor Sports Cards at the Bunny Ranch. Just tell them Kenny P sent you. And remember, Lake Mead may be drying up, but the bitches here are always wet and ready, baby. Woo!
A little far. That was funny. And that was a great ending. By the way, your calls have gotten progressively better. It's a little story you're telling. You're a little more calm. We like the crazy Kenny Effin. These are great calls. That was a great call, minute and a half. Kenny Effin will leave us another one next week, we hope. And one more. It just takes one. Leave us a good one. Tell us what's on your mind. You don't have to call in. Just leave a voicemail. So, okay, we're going to, live from the Bunny Ranch. We're going to spin the wheel. I can't think of anything else to throw out there. We went long yesterday. I got into, the first hour of the show, if you didn't see it, there's a lot there. That's the best I can say. There's a few names on here. There's 46, 50 entries, and I only have we have 42 current members. So I didn't go through and change all this, unfortunately. And most of these names I recognize as members. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Do it. Frank, is that you? I thought I heard Frank. What's going on?
Oh.
Goal? Is that what he's saying?
Goal.
You say goal? Am I behind? Still says 1-0 to the middle. All right. And
they're saying offsides. Son of a bitch.
Oh, they're saying offsides. Yeah, they're not counting it. Why does it say down to 10 players for USA, Frank? What's that mean? Down to 10 players. Someone got hurt. They can't sub. We're down a player. We're down a player.
Red card.
Oh. All right, 1-0. They got to survive. Yeah, they took away the goal, so they got to survive 15 minutes here to move on. Maybe I'll stay till the end. Maybe we'll just watch the end of the World Cup together. But I want to spin this wheel. What else? Let's fucking look up. Do me one favor. Come on. It's a card show. What do we want to look up? 2020 Paul Skeens rookie card. What are some recent sales? Stupid wild card, dime a dozen, $20. Another splat out of 3 out of 3. So it's not just Fanatics, it's all Panini, everybody, but it's especially wild card's business model to release thousands of different splats that are all numbered out of 3 or out of 5 or out of 1, and it makes none of them valuable. It's a cool enough looking card. Actually, I like wild card's art. I liked their art at Nationals, my favorite booth at National. I like their art, but their product is not worth shit. You want me to spend $300-$400 on a product when, I pull this cool card, but it's worth $18. I'll spend the $18 and buy the damn card. $1 for the holiday. Ziggy, who else? Petty. I finally saw a Pepino Man video and I enjoyed it. Did it have many views? Nope. But it was his Topps holiday video. I enjoy it. I commented. It's not for everybody, but I see the, just a regular dude. So, okay, Bowman's Best, Paul Skeens rookie shellacked. Rookie refractors, $25. I thought I made my money back. $25.
That's what the Phils did to Skeens tonight. They shellacked him.
Oh, did
look
they?
Up, yeah, oh yeah, it was nice. Look up Jacob Mizorowski, the hottest player.
You think I'm going to spell his name right? I'm not but I
Hmm.
know. But here's the thing: what his cards are doing are basically what Paul Skeens was last year. And next year you're going to move on to another pitcher, and the following year you're going to move on to another pitcher. And then what happens? They get out of the spot. You move. Skeens, for all intents and purposes, pitched really well this year. There's some crazy pitching stat numbers out there because batters are just swinging for the fences or nothing. And but Mizorowski is just what Skeens was last year. Ooh, a late good call. Let's go. Mr. Neo.
The professor.
How we doing?
What's up, buddy?
So, okay, you said some of those things. I think you're here, so let's talk about it. Like you said, some of those, things coming after the National. Frank mentioned you kind of said that's kind of true. Cutting down the breaker program. Franchise fees for stores. I don't know if that's who's referring to.
I don't know if it's true. There's just whispers. I mean, you're hearing the same stuff probably. There's just whispers behind the scenes, but I cannot confirm that it is true.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, again, same thing. It's just what I'm hearing.
Way too strong of a term in my.
All right, well, it's what we're hearing. We're probably not wrong. We might be wrong. We're probably not.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. And sometimes the details get fuzzy. Things get lost in the sauce on this stuff. I've seen plenty of chatter behind the scenes on stuff that is happening, and then the thing happens and it is drastically different.
All right.
Sometimes it's
USA just
dead
scored,
on.
by the way.
Sometimes it's 100% dead on.
Card
I haven't
deals,
been able to confirm it enough to want to like go in on it.
USA just scored. This one counts. They're down a player. They still scored. They're up 2-0. We're moving on, it seems, to the round of 16. That's exciting. Yeah, man, that is exciting. The World Cup is the shit. I love it. Oh, let me get you. I often mute an NBA broadcast at this point. I mean, I've called me crazy, but just where I'm at. NFL, I like Sunday, red zone, I'll do it. And then Monday night, unless it's Peyton Manning and Eli, muted. The way they call the World Cup, it's almost like you're watching golf, but a sport that's much quicker because they let you hear the crowd. They don't have to talk all the time. I love listening to World Cup announcers. Call me crazy.
I haven't watched more than about 3 minutes of the World Cup.
Okay. All right. The announcing is spot on. I mean, just excellent. So 2-0 USA. I never watched soccer. I haven't my whole life. The World Cup, probably by when I was like 18, 17, somewhere, early adulthood, I just got sucked in. The World Cup is, addicting. Really great soccer. It's a great tournament. That's in March Madness, a great tournament. When you get to this round of the World Cup, just a great tournament. So Neil, what do you see going on? Any interesting stories you've covered recently?
I have a question for you. What the hell are the Boston Celtics doing?
Yeah,
can you explain?
Building for the future with Jason Tatum.
I watch a lot of basketball games. I watch a lot of NBA. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I don't understand Jaylen Brown for Paul George and 2 first-round picks. 2 not even very good picks.
Would you think? I'm going to guess they had a couple they had plan A, they had plan B, they had plan C, and then they got a little desperate and got worried. That's what it feels like.
If this was a sports card trade of a dealer trading with a kid, you'd be making a reaction video about how that dealer should be thrown out of the room. Like,
yeah.
What
do you think about Walker? I don't. Good for Philly. Philly can't be mad. Philly's got to be thrilled. Frank's got to be thrilled. I'm happy we got Walker Kessler because I ran down the Lakers. The Lakers were looking pretty bad. And not that they have depth now, but that's a big mute. They also mortgaged their future. But
they paid a pretty steep price for Walker Kessler.
They did. But 7-2, and they just needed something. And they have a little money to spend. But DeAndre Ayton and Vanderbilt as our power forward center combo wasn't it. So I am happy they picked up Kessler, but just so much NBA news. What's Cleveland done's nothing, huh? Is James Harden?
It's just, I mean, they really can't do anything. They're second apron locked, so they don't really. It's just going to come down to whether or not LeBron wants to come back.
Well, same thing with Miami. What's Giannis and Bam, and then it's like nothing.
Yeah, they also don't have a lot. The Heat
also
don't have a lot of money to spend.
Your boy Ham joins us.
Oh, what are we running
Wednesday night, baby.
Hey now.
This is off center.
Ham, you're going to the finals. I did not see that coming.
I know. I mean, I'm surprised as well.
You haven't called in a ton. You're very active in chat.
And it's nice to be elusive. That's part of the allure. You don't have to always be there.
It worked.
A little bit here, there, and there. Yeah. Yeah. Blue Red, though, might be getting upset here. I mean, this is a tight.
It's 50-50. 60 votes, 50-50. I cannot forget. Frank, don't let me forget.
Can you buy votes?
Can you
don't forget about the poll. Hey, real quick, I just want to ask a question because we got some knowledgeable guys. Neo, is there some kind of big hobby story bubbling underneath the surface right now that you know something about?
Beyond what Professor and I talked about like 3 minutes
ago? Yeah. I think Frank's all like thinking there's something else that I don't know if Neo would share. I don't know if Neo. Yeah, well, there always is.
Yeah, I mean, there's always something going on, but there's nothing like earth shattering that I'm like tapped into.
Okay, Frank, good question.
Somebody in the industry leaking cards, and it's about to get announced, something like that. Nothing.
Leaking cards.
I don't know anything, but I'm curious for the
Do
story.
you know something? You seem to know.
Yeah,
more
well,
too.
apparently you know more than us, Frank. So what do you got?
What
Frank's
you got?
sources.
I got Jack.
get off-
I
Okay.
got the last 4 minutes of sports card nonsense and Gio talking out of his ass. So I
Oh,
didn't know if
Jesus.
something else was
Oh,
going on.
Gio, sweet Gio.
Oh, I haven't listened to this podcast today. Was it today's? Or...
I don't blame you. Don't worry about it.
That is correct. They couldn't say anything due to legal implications, but said it's going to be one of the biggest hobby stories of the year.
Well,
Potential.
of course they're going to pump it up. Of course.
When you say leaking
I don't
cards,
know.
what do you mean?
I don't know. It was vague. I don't know, man. You're the one who know. I don't have a channel. I don't know shit about shit. So
Why
What
the
do you
fuck
mean?
are
You're
we teasing
co-host on
Geo
this
stuff?
channel like
I
everybody
know.
else.
Why are we teasing Geo stuff?
Man.
We love Frank. Frank's the man.
Frank
No,
is the
okay.
best.
Let
I'm
me.
excited to meet Frank at the National. I'm more excited to meet Frank at the National.
Yeah,
than
Frank's gonna be
Kaufman.
there. I'll get to meet Frank too.
I'm excited to meet Frank also. What?
I'm
Okay, we
way
did
stoked.
Eric Mike.
I'm way stoked.
It is going to be. I'm excited as well. I had a lot of fun at the
It's
National
gonna
last
go
year.
by so fast. It's gonna
Yeah.
go by so fast.
That's the truth. How long have you guys been clued into Eric Michael is selling a product
I've heard
that's
the
not
name
real?
for years, but I've always ignored it.
Yeah, I mean, I see him at shows from time to time down here.
Oh, you're in the same area. That's right.
Well, I'm down here in Tampa. I guess he's down here in Tampa. He was at the
That's
second
where his
to
office
last
is.
quarterly show was. Don't see him really at shows too much. He was set up at a show as a dealer.
Doing some
not-
terrible content. He made some content out
Yeah.
of it. It was so bad.
It was horrible. I didn't even want to talk to him. I'll put it to you that
Prof,
way.
when do you start selling a course on how to make sports card content?
On content, holy shit, never. I mean, that's just you got to get lucky at some point. You got to push and maybe read some. But no, I do think one of my friends was telling me, like, people getting in, they don't know the difference between blasters and megas and all these different things, and there's just 70 fucking things, the different topics. And will I ever sell a course? No, probably not. And I charge $30 for it all, and bam, one thing, you get it all, and it'd be educational, informative. Will I ever do it? Probably not. But making sports card content, YouTube is a funny place. There's plenty of content teaching you how to do YouTube.
I know, I was just giving you shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like today, for instance, a guy's walking up to me as we're leaving work, one of my coworkers, and he's like, "Hey, Mike, is Prism a good product to buy when I'm at Walmart?" I said, "Not anymore." I was like, "Stick with the Topps products if you're going to open something." I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm seeing all these card stuff going on. I know you do cards, blah blah blah. I want to rip something with my." He has a stepson who's like 5. He's like, "I kind of want to rip some stuff, but it'd be nice to have a little opportunity at something because it's like a two-way street." And I'm just like, this is just one guy that I work with. Imagine how many other people are just getting into this. Like I still think it's a type of bubble. I don't know what type of bubble. I called it a pocket the other day, but I still think it stretches itself out at about 2029, 2030, and then this thing changes all over again. A lot of people are going to get burned, but at least they're loading a lot of the retail from the top side of it. I can't argue with that. You have a better chance at retail.
Before I think that's a great point. I just want to add on, like when I saw in the beginning of the live, I played, the girl at a braking company. Oh, she's running away. They're picking me. That place was huge. I mean, it's not, I was just at a card show on Sunday. The people buying were like 21-year-old kids. They've just, that's a red flag to me. Just there's a huge demographic that's kind of, they've taken the bait. Unfortunately, they've been sold the bait. It's just.
Well, and again, the Eric Michael show the other day, he was talking about taking a loan out to buy cards, and he was trying to strategically tell you how to do it. And it's basically the same thing what Sports Card Radio was talking about. If you're going to treat it as a business, and then they were using, did you watch the show, Professor or Neo?
I was driving that, and I wasn't.
Ziggy
was
you were
there.
You were there. But they were training AI to buy stuff. It still makes mistakes. They're using it to resell it or vault it immediately or sell it immediately to PSA for a small profit. I think they said they were making about 16% ROI, if I'm not mistaken. And
we all know AI is pretty incredible. I mean, is it the end all be all? Is it God? No, but AI could do a lot for you.
Yeah, no. I mean, Forge is hired back with 350,000 engineers because the AI that they had purchased to take over that was messing up, and they said it's not ready yet. So that just gives you a really quick red flag.
All right, Ziggy. So did you call because you lost you want to talk some shit on Ham?
Dude, I'm not that type of guy.
No, I'm not. Oh, get out of here.
Actually,
What's up, Ziggy?
Well, you were talking about the education and stuff like that. It is sad. There are a lot of new people coming to the hobby. We all admit if they're going to Google search, the first face they're going to see is Jeff Wilson. The second or third is probably Eric Michael. Let me ask you, you talk about AI. Everybody talks about it, but is anybody really using it? And do you use it for your card decisions? You know, like, could you ask AI?
Well,
hey,
card. I mean, I would. All four of us here, and I hope you too, Ziggy. Don't. I make my. Do I talk to AI? Of course, for years now since it's come out, but I don't talk to it about what cards to buy. I have a brain. I do my own research. I feel like I don't know. Could the new novice? Yes, but I feel like at a certain level, you know better than AI.
Well, here's some feedback. So first of all, you have to train your own AI. You can't just use randomly. But I've been doing it with Pokemon and One Piece because I don't know that. But if I ask it, I find that, first of all, a lot of it is a Google search. So you have to challenge it. But my point to this is there's a lot of opportunity to use AI in the near future.
But so how buying the One Piece and Pokemon, how is that gone? How has it treated you?
It's helped me a lot of things. Just understanding what the fuck OP is versus pH.
Yeah.
The numbers and the inserts,
but not telling you everything to buy. You're having a conversation, informing yourself.
Exactly. You have to be educated. Like, for example, when people say, "What should I do? Come in the hobby?" Like you said, knowing the difference between a blaster and a hobby box and a mega box, I think it's a very
knowing there's different odds, different cards in each one.
Knowing that odds.
So okay, so you three are on board. If I do a $30, I have a master's in curriculum. I could make a good. I wouldn't be biased. I'll let them decide, but I could make it pretty fucking informative, and it won't be 2K like Eric Michael.
Well, here's why I called in. Going back to that little association thing I'm trying to work with on the side. I told them, I said, I think, for example, they should dump just educational information. And here's the challenge of that. Everybody wants educational information. You know why? So they can get content off and they get clicks, right? That's evergreen. But the reality is the hobby needs a central point that we can all just say, hey, if you want to learn about breaking, go here. If you want to learn about difference between boxes, go here. Now, what I suggested is the association should get influencers like yourself to refresh every 90 days. What is breaking? What is a hobby box? What is an auction house?
There's so many things. There's so many things.
And I will say
and it's overwhelming to someone new. The product's overwhelming. You don't know what's what. It's crazy.
So back in 2020, there was, in my opinion, there was a knowledge battle because there were a lot of people buying information before 2020. Okay, I'm not going to just pick on one person. A lot of people did it, but I remember.
What do you mean by that? Buying information?
They would buy like odds, and people still sell odds of hits in a pack. Striker Breaks, I like his stuff. If you become a Striker member, you get access to his hit pools, right? There's guys who run Bowman numbers. There's all guys selling different information, right? And my point to that is when we came to 2020, Slab Stocks, you probably knew Slab Stocks is, they dumped a whole bunch of just free content. Free, and you can still find it on YouTube, and no one watches it. It's like, what is a parallel? What is a base?
That's the problem. It's boring. It's no one wants it. It's very. But when all of a sudden, when you attach a price to it, like Eric Michael, ooh, maybe. I don't know.
So I agree. What we have to do is we have to flood the market with free information, but we also have to validate it, like justify it, endorse it. Like if you did do the video, that's great. I would say make it, but I'd also say maybe we get that published on the association's page, right? So you become
you're just become a mouth for this.
What I'm a mouth for, guys, I'm a mouth for change, and I think change comes by us coming together. Right? I don't know if they're the right way to do it.
Let's all come together and join a break and just watch the break live while we're all sitting here.
I want the break to be fair when I'm buying the break. That's my only thing. So
again, what I want to do.
I'm one of those guys, dude. Everybody bitches. I believe in bitching, and let's try to find a solution. And I think in finding solutions, you can find opportunities.
Ziggy, you are one of the funniest characters I know because you love it so much, and you're also probably the most critical of everything. Absolutely. And you're all, like, it's so funny how I love it. I accept it. You're just all over the place, which is great. I mean, but you overall you have good intentions. I think but not. I think I'm pretty solid. 90% sure, but. You're just it's so funny how passionate you get about certain subjects.
I am, man. I'm very passionate. I do love it. Let's just say I love what you're doing, man. I love what you're saying about training. I'll bug you about it later. I'm not endorsing anybody, but I would love to see you teaching people about the hobby. I'd love to see Neo and Ham debating that, man. I just think it's great, guys. I'm a big fan. Anyway, I'll drop off, let the pros hang out. Ham, kick his ass tomorrow. Kick his ass tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it's next week. When's the championship?
Yeah, we'll do it Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay, Tuesday.
Show up for the championship and vote. What is it? It's like it's 51%, 49%, 67 votes. We'll talk a few more minutes. We'll end that. It's 50-50 now. It's incredible. 34 votes each.
Happy holiday weekend to everybody out there. Happy 4th of July. Have a wonderful weekend. Professor, you have a wonderful weekend, man. See all you guys in a few weeks, hopefully Fanatics Fest and the National later on. Peace out.
Man, I'll get out of here. Ham and Neil, are you guys staying together again at Ziggy? Great call, by the way, and thank you for the love. Are you guys doing like a house again for the National?
I'm bougie. I stay by myself.
Yeah, he stays by himself. He doesn't want to see Steve walking around in his underwear.
Who won? Who? Oh yeah, who won?
For me, it's more about I like to be able to walk back to my hotel room. I don't want to deal with like.
Oh, it's so nice. It's this whole setup is. I'm a mile away. It's still nice. I love the convenience of flying in. You're right there. That's why I'm doing it again. It was so convenient. What who did the Spurs guy play again? Because he should have won last year and he lost. Who ended up winning the trip?
T-Fig won.
Some guy that we're really not familiar with.
Yeah, we're not familiar. Yeah, no, we're all gonna meet him for the first time. So
yeah,
it was
whenever I go to big shows, I prefer to. I will pay extra to stay like at a hotel across the street because there's nothing more valuable than like leaving the show floor for a half an hour to an hour just to go like recharge at your room. And then
those rooms real close went so fast, and I think they're really expensive. Did you have somebody buy your ticket? Because those hotels were gone right away.
I booked my room probably 11 months ago.
Damn, that's how far in advance.
Well, you got to do it when they allow you to, otherwise, kiss it goodbye.
And my rate's pretty cheap. I'm paying.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask.
Maybe $250 a night.
Oh, that's very reasonable. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
I thought those were going double, triple the price.
And I think I'm like around $1,100 with like taxes and all the other bullshit they throw on there.
So you have to pay. The trick is to buy the hotel 11 months in advance.
You just got to book it super early. You just get something that you can cancel and you're good.
Because I looked probably 5 months and it was gone.
Nah, you got to go super early.
Yeah, super early.
I'll be refreshing hotels the week after the National.
Let's end here. Is there anything you're really looking to pick up at the National? Or are you just looking to make some content, see friends? I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'll bring $300 or $400 to try to buy stuff. But is there anything in particular you're looking for?
No. Other than unique, rare stuff. Again, I'm gonna probably like to try to open something while I'm there. I like to see. I'm the giveaway guy. I'm the guy that's trying to figure out what type of fun stuff's going on there. I'll get in the fray on that, and I'll just kind of poke around, get as many free things as I can. Try and enter something, but I'm gonna take some cards, try to sell them. If I don't sell them prior, because it's pretty easy to sell stuff right now, as long as it's priced decently or it's good stuff. And no, definitely for the friends and hanging out and getting to shoot the shit with everybody. 16 hours a day, basically, for 4 straight days.
Gentlemen, any last or Neil? How about you? And anything you're looking for at the National?
Most of the cards that I want are ridiculously expensive right now, so I'm probably gonna pass.
What?
We'd be looking at content / hanging out, and then I'm probably gonna do some on-site grading. I briefly mentioned
for that. What do you get a discount because you're boys? What the fuck? That price?
Not that bad of a deal.
Really?
What's CGC gonna
depending on what you're having done?
The minimum was like $230. I saw.
Yeah, but it's $150 the Grade Express, and you get it back in 6 weeks. Or I could pay an extra $70 and get it back in 3 days.
Or you can wait till they reopen and pay like $30.
Not depending on your value. If you're submitting a $2,000 card, you have to pay up regardless.
God, you're gonna pay that money.
And when you factor in, so let's say. I mean, I literally run through this in the video tomorrow. If you're sending in a 2-card express order, you're paying an extra $70 to grade it on site, but you're not paying. You're going to pay $10 to ship it to PSA, and then PSA is probably going to charge you $30 or $40 insured shipping back. So now all of a sudden you're at $200 to grade a card through the mail, or now I can just spend the extra $30 and have it back in 3 days. It's kind of a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm.
If you have like a $2,000 or $3,000 card, if you're talking about like a $10 base Zion, then sure, like you're not going to grade that.
Yeah,
but I actually plan on grading with all 3 companies. I have stuff for PSA, I have some stuff for Beckett, and I have some stuff for CGC.
Sven is no longer a member. Sven, what happened? Where you been? I'm going to spin this wheel and get out of here. USA just won. Neo, Ham, thank you so much for calling. I'm looking forward to. Neil, you're the only one. I met the rest of the group at the National, but I didn't meet you at the National, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, what days are you there?
I get in Thursday at noon, so I'll be at the show Thursday. I'll be at the show all day Friday, all day Saturday, and I leave, late Saturday. It worked out. My flight's like 9 or 10, so I get to the airport early. I could make a little content or edit, waiting for the plane. So I'll be there all day Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay, I'll be there Wednesday through Sunday morning, so I'm sure we'll cross paths.
Oh yeah, no, that'll be awesome.
You should go to Filmington does a thing every year on Friday at the.
That's what I was telling him about last time. Was that Friday night? Is he doing his?
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be at the Tiki again or where he hasn't. I don't think he's announced the location, but I think he said the time.
Orlando invited me to some dinner that was invite. I don't think it was Filmington's. It's someone more.
It's just a hangout. It's not a dinner. It's just the people.
Okay, it's just a hangout. It's like everybody just
a ton of content creators and anyone else really that wants to show up can show up.
Oh, but that's gonna feel surreal seeing everyone in one room. My goodness.
Yeah, there was a ton of people there. Mangini was there last year. I think Orlando may have stopped by there last year. We were all there.
Victor, Ricky Card Specialist was there. Yeah,
probably 30 people at that.
Yeah, it'll be nice to meet people. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Vote for Ham on Tuesday. He's going to go up against Blue Red. Any words to get him to vote for you, Ham? You might win it all.
I like to be the underdog. This is the David versus Goliath match, and
that's why we get along.
You gotta step up to the plate, whether you hit a home run or strike out. You gotta try.
Guys, have a great weekend. Have a great 4th of July.
All right, y'all be good.
Blue Red wants to go at it. Blue Red, Neo, have a great night. What just happened? Why is it blue on my screen? Is it blue for you, Frank? It's blue for me. I don't know what's going on.
It's all good.
Frank, it's all
Everything's
good.
All systems go. Something's going on, but whatever.
All right, there's the wheel. Yeah, I'm blue. I don't know why I'm blue in my thing. There we go. All right. Blue Red just called in again. He was losing all night. We now have 70 votes, 51% Blue Red, 49% Dave Snyder. I'm going to let it go for about 1 more minute. I'm going to spin the member wheel. Thank you to all the members. $5 a month. I'm not getting the bag. It helps just support coming live 2 nights a week. USA officially wins 2-0. They're going on to the round of 16. Let's spin this damn wheel. 51% Blue Red. Let's throw Blue Red on and end there.
There's no way that I'm losing to Dave. Somebody's trading.
I don't want Frank. Frank, get out of here. Blue Red, I'm sorry. Say that one.
Somebody's creating alt accounts to vote against me. We gotta investigate this.
Well, it's 52% now. We got 1 more vote. Blue Red. I'm gonna end it there. Blue Red, you win by 2 votes. It looks like.
Oh wow, that was clutch. I'm clutch, bro. That's why they call me clutch. And I want to get somebody creating alt accounts.
I don't think Snyder was creating alt accounts. Blue Red, have a great weekend. Have a great 4th of July, and congrats on the job, bro.
I know somebody here would probably do that.
By the way, it's you versus Ham. Why should they vote you over Ham? We just gave him a minute.
Because I call in more, and I have better takes than him.
You were the front runner. I was shocked to see how close it was with Snyder. So a lot of love to Snyder and Blue Red. We'll see you next week. Let's spin this damn wheel for the members. Thank you to all the members. I'm giving the NBA Blaster. I don't have a shirt to give. A Jalen Brunson out of 150. Just DM me, Instagram, email me, Professor Sports Cards. Let's spin the wheel and get out of here. USA wins. Great show. It's been, the shows have just been really, really strong recently. April, who's been a member for, I'm glad April won. I would assume April is a girl. I've been a member 7 months. I've never talked to you. DM me, email me. I'll send you the Blaster. I'll send you the Jalen Brunson. I don't have a shirt. I'll send you a shirt when I buy shirts. When I get in shirts, I'll also send you a shirt. So April, thank you for being a member. 7 damn months. Let's get a couple new members. And we did it. That's 2 great shows in the books. And it really, getting Neo and Mike Ham at the end of the show, you got to stay tuned. You never know what it's going to be. I like how Ziggy put it yesterday. Every show is kind of like a snowflake. It is. And I give myself a little pat on the back. It really is unique every show. The 2 hours always feels like 5 minutes. I'm having a blast, even if I'm not getting the damn bag. And Eric Michael, well, never. And now I'm going to put more thought into a little $30, 50 topic course, videos, literature, There's so much to learn, so much to know. And don't get fucked. Don't be stupid. Have a great weekend. We'll do it again. Love to Frank. Love to all the viewers. And thank you to all the members.